Hello, everyone. Welcome to Waterdeep Dragon Heist Resurfaced. I am the Horned King, the Demon Prince Baphomet. Creatures of the world are divided into two groups, those who acknowledge my power and those who are my prey. The first are bestowed with savagery and a hunter's cunning, and the rest are hunted. Perhaps you should take this time while we play this wonderful game of D&D to decide where you fall. Victoria, if you would like to jump in with announcements.
Golly gee willikers. Just so you know, if you don't support Little Dragon Corp, you will be hunted by Baphomet. Luckily for you, Little Dragon Corp is our latest and greatest sponsor here at Proficiency Bonus and can supply you with all kinds of awesome tabletop gaming gear. So you should go to their Twitter at LittleDragonCo1 to stay updated on their awesome products. And when you go to make your purchase to keep you safe from Baphomet's wrath, remember to use the coupon code PROBONUS. It's a new code, PROBONUS. When you're there on their website, littledragoncorp.com, and you'll get 10% off your order. And we also want to give a big thanks to Twitch, OBS, Streamlabs, Minnesota Does, Team MZ. Thanks to their support that we are able to stream and make cool content for you guys. In addition, don't forget to check out our other games. The schedule should be below the Twitch feed, but if someone can also put in the little schedule command, that'd be cool. We've got games every day of the week. Some days we have multiple games. We have games for published modules. We have games that are like homebrew. This Friday is going to be the next Shadowrun 6th edition game because it's the first Friday of the month. So that's going to be really cool. So you should definitely check out some of our other games. Kristy, Mystic Hour.
Final Fantasy VII demo! It's coming tomorrow! I'm doing it. I already downloaded it, but I'm actually restraining myself and waiting to play it on Mystic Hour tomorrow. So come join me if you want to come check me fangirling really hardcore over Cloud and Final Fantasy VII.
I was going to be like, how can you resist the boyish charm of Cloud?
It is a struggle, Ink. It is a struggle. I've had it downloaded for the past 24 hours, and I have not touched it because I'm like, no, Mystic Hour.
He's so cute.
Oh, boy. Oh.
Okay.
Oh. So, yes. I'm excited. I'm really excited about tomorrow.
Okay. Just to be open that line of communication. We may have a shorter game today depending on how I'm feeling. I'm feeling a bit under the weather today, but I love these guys, so I wanted to try to get some game in today. But if anybody else has anything to add, we can jump right into a recap.
Okay. So, geez. Oh gosh, you guys. So the party with temporary edition Kehlen, who had been helping Tallice and Sir with the attack that had happened outside of the Three of Cups, the party reformed and used the device that they had received to try and track down the nimble right that we believe is responsible for the attack. It led us to a specific house. It seemed to be a pretty nice house, like a noble family house. And we were like, well, damn, what are we going to do? We can't just go in noble people's houses. So Tallice decided to have Bramble go and check out what was going on in there. And there was some hella murder going on, you guys. There was a whole bunch of dead guards. And what do you know? It's the gosh darn diddly dang Zentarum. Because when is it not the Zentarum? These people just kill in broad daylight. So there was a little bit of back and forth of well, what the heck are we gonna do? And Sir kind of took a little bit charge of the situation. He was kind of a little bit aggressive. I apologize on his behalf, but people getting murdered in their home is kind of a thing for him. He doesn't like it. So he was like, we're gonna go in there and we're gonna stop the Zentarum. But of course he didn't really have the ability to do anything, so he asked Kehlen to help with a little bit of lockpicking. We end up infiltrating the house through their carriage garage, essentially. We found a servant woman that had been murdered as well, and we knew that there was still fighting going on upstairs with more Zentara members of what seemed to be the lady of the house and perhaps a captain of the guard or a bodyguard or something like that. So Everyone was like super awesome, and like I think Sir was the only person that ended up getting hurt because we were so good. We were beaten through the Zentarum. Nova kind of murdered some people, and she'll deal with that. But she was also really badass about it. Sir immediately was fighting his way upstairs to help assist the guard, and then the girls came a little bit after with Kehlen, where we found out that jerk Urstel was here trying to find something, trying to knock down a door. And the thing is, Kehlen needed him alive, and Tallice got super upset about it because Urstel's a jerk. But Kehlen apparently needed Urstel's help because Kehlen is a member of the Xanathar's Guild, because we didn't check for eyeball tattoos, we only checked for snakes. And he's trying to help his buddy Krentz. Do you people remember Krentz? he's from like episode 3, and he was a jerk. Krentz was like, well, actually he was from episode 1, technically.
Yeah, technically.
And then we last saw him in like episode 3 or 4, where Sir was a nice guy and tried to give him a chance to redeem himself. He was a little jerk and ran away. Anyway, sorry, I'm getting worked up. Urstel tried to take the Lord of the House in a hostage situation because apparently the Lady of the House has something that he wants, which we were probably thinking was the Stone of Galore, because it seemed like he was the third Zentarum agent that was present during the attack on the gnome, where the stone was probably stolen by the Nimblewright, and we believe that the Nimblewright is owned by this lady. Oh my god, you guys. Nova was amazing and was able to get him to drop his knife, and we were able to save the Lord of the House, so he didn't really have anything to bargain with. But when Sir went to go and try and talk with the Lady of the House to see what was going on with this Nimblewright, he was getting a lot of tood from the half-orc. He was getting some tood. He was like, listen, I helped you out, but he was getting some tood. Anyway, the lady and the children are safe, and so is the Lord, so I guess that's pretty good. But then Urstel escaped! With Kehlen! There was a teleportation circle on the ground, and we're all upset. That's what you missed on the last episode. Oh, I'm so worked up.
It was an intense episode.
Oh, yeah.
He was a Xanathar! Oh my god, you guys. Oh, hold on, I'm being sent. Yeah. Thank you. I'm being sent important information. When Urstel fled, he told us not to trust her, the Lady of the House. So there's some stuff going on. Nova was able to at least take down the runes of the teleportation circle. We'll see where that can go. But yeah. Oh boy. Oh my gosh, you guys. We're gonna get in trouble again.
Okay. Well, we open then. You are still in the ground for the villa. I didn't say that. The villa. You've just watched Ursel leave with Kehlen. You're in that room. The Lord of the House has been pulled away. But you are still on the second floor of this villa, so the day is yours, my friends. What are we doing?
Is the Lord of the House still, like, basically on the ground?
No, he pulled himself up and away from, That was my dog, so I apologize. He's very upset that he cannot participate in the game today. But he was pulled up and away by one of the guards and taken back into that main sort of foyer on the second floor that you guys had fought everybody in, where all of the dead bodies of Zentarum people are.
I want to go find that guy.
The Lord?
Yeah.
He's right there, readily available for you.
Oh. It's already starting.
No! Chel!
Rip.
Oh, they look so concerned. Oh!
Oh.
Oh!
Hello?
I'm back.
Hi.
He said
right
he's
there.
readily available.
Yeah, he's right
Is he
there.
with like the half-orc guy, or is he like downstairs?
No, he's upstairs. He's with a couple. There were the other guards that were there, the 4 guards. He is with 2 of them, who are kind of checking him over to make sure he is not injured.
I would like to approach him.
Okay, you are more than welcome to.
Well, they're gone.
All right. Thank you for everything that you did. That was very chaotic.
Yeah, right. So here's the thing. If you don't explain in the next 10 seconds why you have some kind of teleportation circle in your house that you were hiding in the room where it is, you had Erstal Floxen, who's like a pretty high up member of the Zentarum here. Like, if you don't explain all of that and what the hell is going on, I swear on every god of every pantheon that you're going to regret it. So start talking.
Yo!
He turns and he looks at the guards, who begin to move forward.
You need to explain what happened here.
Or you can get out of my home.
You know, we came in here
Yes,
to try to help you.
You broke in.
Because the Zentarum were attacking your
The
guards.
watch will be informed of exactly how you did so. The guards are moving forward.
We were
They're
just trying to
shaking their
help
arms.
you.
And yet here you are shouting at me in my own home.
Because we want to know what happened.
You're being escorted to the stairs.
Does that mean you're escorted past me?
Yes.
I want to break out. I want to try to break out.
No! Well, I mean, I can't tell you what to do, but no!
Okay. Roll a contested strength check.
Oh, jeez. 14.
That is on their end where are they?
I'm not strong.
A 19 and a 22.
So, did I hear her? What did I hear
Yeah,
her yelling?
where
Yeah,
are we?
you are all right there. If you
Okay.
remember, the doorway was open to those rooms that you were trying to break into this foyer where everybody currently is. The doorway where Sir was talking with the lady of the house and the half-orc is open. It's all open.
It's all
yeah,
open.
So all of this is very audible to everyone.
Doors.
So you would have been able to see the Lord of the House's demeanor go from gratefulness to stone cold in the matter of this conversation.
Taurus,
Get off. What?
just let them do their jobs.
They got away.
I understand, but we don't need to cause more problems for these people. We were trying to help.
We were so close, and they got away.
That's not his fault. And I gesture to the Lord. So
He was a
Let's just-
hostage. He didn't.
let's just take a breath, all right? I know how you feel, but we can't yell at the man in his home. We did break in. For good reason. But let's just all calm down, all right?
Fine.
The guards let go of your arms.
I will turn to the Lord. I apologize. We've seen that man before. It's complicated. I'm happy that you're all right.
Are
Thank you.
Okay, though?
I'm not physically harmed, if that was your question.
Yeah, I just wasn't sure.
I
The
don't.
guards allow Tallice to come back into the room if she chooses to.
Is
But they stand
anyone
at the top of the stairs.
physically bleeding?
Oh yeah, the guards that are alive still are beat to hell.
Who's the worst of the group?
Let me look at my notes. There is a guard of the house that is actually in the other room speaking with, or standing with at the very least, the half-orc, who appears to be pretty beat up.
Okay, I'm gonna approach him.
Okay. He's like using his sword to like prop himself up even.
Excuse me. Are you okay?
I'm fine. Thank you.
Do you mind if I help?
No, by all means.
And I'll cast healing... Nope. Yeah, healing word at first level.
Okay.
That's D4. Seven healing.
All right. It appears to be a little bit more steady on his feet. He's able to kind of sheath his sword in its scabbard. Nods at you and thanks. The half-orc is still standing there with him.
He's not hurt, is he? He's fine.
No, he's okay.
Yeah, okay.
He was keeping guard of the kids and the lady of the house.
Oh, I'm gonna ask, because we were talking about it after game last time, because we feel like maybe we didn't fully understand something. The circle, the teleportation circle.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Is it a permanently established teleport? Is that room for the teleportation circle, or was that a circle that was created?
It's a bedroom that has a teleportation circle in it.
Okay,
So
so
it's
that
permanent.
is a air quote permanent circle.
You're not sure if it is permanent, because roll a Arcana check.
14.
So in order for a teleportation circle to be permanent, it needs to have been put there every day for a year. So you're not sure if it is totally permanent. You can guess that it is because it's there, but you're not entirely sure.
Okay, like it doesn't, like it has, at the very least, the layout of the room, it fits in there like it was like it's planned.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Wouldn't it vanish after it was used?
Not like planned with as in it was planned with like the construction of the home.
Mhm.
It was put in the bedroom.
Added.
Basically, there was like a spare bedroom and it was added to that bedroom in the corner.
Okay. That was, yeah, because I think we were trying to get an idea of like, was that like drawn just now or not?
No, it did not get drawn. It was there and he walked into it.
Okay, thank you. With the Lord, again, I apologize for my friend. We really did just want to help. I don't have any questions. I don't want to cause any more problems. If you would like us to leave immediately, then of course we will. Was just concerned for your family's safety. I apologize for any stepping over of boundaries towards your god or you or your family. My condolences.
Thank you. You are welcome to stay, I suppose. The watch is on the way. I'm sure they would like to have you ask questions of you. I do not expect you to, especially considering the fact that since you broke in, that might result in some sort of legal action taken against you, whether I say so or not. I do have a say, I suppose, in whether or not legal action is taken against you, but that, and he looks over at Tallice, it depends on how this continues.
That's fine, I'll go. Catch up with you guys later. I'm leaving.
Okay.
She has personal stake. There's nothing against you, I assure you.
It's just a lot of high tensions right now.
It's
Indeed.
been a day. Well, Nova,
Yeah.
do you want to stay and help the other injured people? What would you like to do?
Well, I know we should leave, but I am concerned. There was a woman downstairs. Her throat was cut. It looked like she was one of your employees, and I'm worried. How many other employees do you have?
Quite a few, actually. And he looks at one of the guards, who nods. I can have them go check on them if that's something. You're more than welcome to go with them if you'd like.
I would go with them. I'll leave as soon as I know everyone's okay.
Okay. So you can go off with him. He does go downstairs through the Great Hall into that kitchen sort of area that you guys were in before and up those stairs that you saw. Which brings you upstairs again to what is very obviously, and you've seen it in houses like this, like an employee's quarter or like a servant's quarter of this house, in which there are 3 rooms. There's kind of a hallway that goes all the way at the top of the stairs. It keeps going up and straight, and there's a door, and then it's like a T intersection basically, and there are 2 more rooms. And so he kind of goes and he's knocking on all of the doors and just sort of announcing every time he knocks on a door, it's clear. You're free to come out. I promise everything's safe. Knocking on the door to your right, he opens it, inside which are 9 people, like maids, cooks, valets that are kind of holed up in this room. They're all kind of armed with improvised weapons. A few of them have like rolling pins, mops, brooms, kind of like being treated like clubs. But they all seem to be okay and not injured, but they are very frightened.
Am I seeing, before he goes to the other 2 rooms, am I seeing any blood in this hallway?
No.
Okay.
You are not. But he goes and he opens all of the other 2 rooms. It appears that everybody kind of hold themselves up in this one big room. But he does say, it might be a good idea for you to stay here for now until the watch gets here, simply because the house is not the prettiest right now, and I don't want you to have to see it. This is, and he kind of looks at you. Oh, I'm sorry, what was your name?
Nova.
This is Nova. She assisted in the matter. Wanted to make sure that you were safe as well. They are kind of... They're a little shell-shocked.
Yeah, I just want to make sure that no one's bleeding, because if anyone's bleeding, she'll go heal, but if everyone's okay, she'll leave.
Yeah, if you go in and kind of give them all a once-over, they don't appear to be injured.
Okay.
It appears that they were able to get up here.
Yeah, it's just shock at this point.
Yeah.
I'll ask the guard if he could maybe get like a pitcher of water and glasses just to give them some hydration while they wait.
That's a very good idea. Yes, I can do that.
Okay. I should go though. Thank you. Okay.
He escorts you down the stairs and through that doorway.
Okay.
Back into the main part of the house. Tallice, when you left, did you just go down those same stairs that you came up?
Aren't those like the only stairs?
Yeah, you could have like absconded through a window if you wanted, but you.
No, I'm just gonna. Here's a thought. So we came in through like the kitchen door, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
If I go to the front door, is it locked or is it unlocked?
It is locked.
Okay. Did we see any other doors? Because since I did like a loop of the house with Bramble, did I notice any other doors that led in and out of the house?
There were doors that led into what you guys assumed was like the guard barracks, and then the front door. But other than that, no. And then the side door you came in, obviously.
Can I go to the guard barracks and try that door and see if it's locked?
Sure. Heading outside that side door, to the door to the guard barracks, that's just like right there.
Oh wait, it's a separate building?
It's an entirely separate building.
Oh, okay, no, then I just wanted to see if it seemed like there was forced entry of all of these guards into this house, which it doesn't seem like there is if there's only the front door and the kitchen door.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, yeah, I'm gonna just piece out the way that I came in and go through the garage thing.
Okay, so you go down the stairs. There's immediately a door to your left that you saw with Bramble led to like a library that had a book, a big book on a lectern. There's the front door. There are a few doors to different rooms in here. And then the door you came through that leads to the kitchen. So if you'd like, you can go straight through to that kitchen door.
I don't think it's a good idea. I want to poke around, but I don't think it's a good idea. So I'm gonna leave. Yeah.
Okay, that's fine. You go through the side door. You are now out on the grounds.
And then I'll just go through the carriage house.
Okay.
And as I'm passing through the carriage house, I'm just gonna cast Mask of Many Faces and just look like a human noble person and leave.
Sir, what are you doing upstairs?
He's waiting to hear how Nova did. I mean, I'm guessing it's pretty futile, but I mean, he would take the time to maybe see if there's just a chance that any of these guards that are on the ground are just bleeding out and are like holding on to life. I'm guessing they're dead.
No, they're dead.
Yeah.
The half-orc that you'd spoken with before is unlocking the door to the room where the lady of the house was and letting her and her two children out.
Okay.
And they kind of come out into the room. The kids stay with the half-orc, but the woman kind of comes out into the main area where you are and is examining everything that happened.
Okay. He's kind of trying to not upset anybody, so he's probably just sort of trying to stand out of the way, you know, like up against like the wall or something with his hands behind his back. You know, he doesn't want to address anyone unless someone addresses him. He's trying to play it respectfully.
Okay, fair enough. So she comes out, she's kind of stepping around the bodies. She's crouching next to Zentarum bodies and kind of moving them a little bit to look at their faces. And she's just examining the carnage. Balanced on the balls of her toes, kind of crouched down. She does end up actually looking up at you. She's got very dark hair that she's got pulled back into a ponytail. She's got very dark makeup, like dark eyeshadow, like a dark purple lipstick. But she is wearing a breastplate. And she
I was gonna say, she was like armored up.
But she will stand and she comes over to you. She's wearing like high-heeled boots.
It's kind of hot.
And holds her hand out to you to shake.
I'll take it and shake it.
My name is Yala Growlhund. Who are you?
My name is Ace. No surname. My lady.
And how is it that you found yourself to be in my home?
my companions and I were looking for, I believe it's called a nimble right? That was seen outside of our business. Some people were attacked. Followed it back, but heard scuffle inside. I apologize for the involuntary entry into your home, ma'am.
Involuntary or not, it sounds like you were pretty important in what happened here today and helping us get to the point we're at now where my family is alive and safe. So for that, I say thank you.
You're welcome, my lady. You have good men.
And she kind of looks back, and you do see the guard that went with Nova coming back up the stairs. And he kind of comes over. The staff is all safe, my lady. Everybody is staying in their quarters for now until they are told that it is safe for them to come out. I figured I didn't want them seeing. Then he kind of glances to all of the bodies. Yes, Matthew, that's good for now. Thank you. And she sends him off.
I'm like right behind him, just kind of like peeking around, making sure everyone's okay, kind of like waving at Ace, like, they're okay.
Are you going to remain and answer questions? Or are you heading off?
Well, honestly, I don't know what the best course of action is. It's sort of a
Messy.
awkward if we stay, awkward if we go sort of situation.
Well, I will leave that up to you. But we do appreciate your assistance today.
Thank you, my lady. I'm just happy that yours and your own are all right. These, I kind of like look at like one of the Zentarum bodies. People are not good for this city.
I quite agree, considering our circumstances.
I know it is not my place. Do you know why your family was targeted at all?
Yes, actually, I do. These Zentarum agents have been holding my family hostage for the past month or so. They wanted our money.
The entire time none the wiser under the nose of the watch.
When your children are being threatened, you tend to do what you can to make sure they stay safe.
I completely understand. I'm sorry that you had to go through that.
Before we go, there is one question I have.
Sure. What is it? I'm sorry, what was your name?
Nova.
I'm Yala.
Hi. Well, the reason we came here to begin with was for that nimble right. I was wondering if you know where it went. I don't think it's here anymore.
I do not think that it is here either. It was delivered to my villa a few weeks prior to today. I was unaware that it was a Zentarum spy.
Okay.
Is
But
that
I
how your
assume-
family was able to be captured?
Yes.
Do I believe her?
You can go ahead and roll an insight check.
They wanted our money.
Natural 20. I didn't even roll with advantage. I just rolled a natural 20.
I mean, you're not sure what is not true, but she kind of has that air about her of somebody who is putting on airs to talk a situation away.
Like lessen her involvement.
Yeah.
Gotcha. Okay. Well, it's not here anymore, so we should go and see if we can find it elsewhere.
I believe we have intruded upon your home long enough. When she gave the family's name, does that I know the surname. Well, I mean, because when she said the surname to me, does it ring any bells for? Because I did the research on the noble families when I was trying to learn about the Chromathus family.
You did indeed. Go ahead and roll a history check.
9.
Well, you cannot recall a ton of information. But you do remember at the very least that their primary business interests include contracting hire swords and manufacturing weapons.
Okay. They own like forges?
Yeah, essentially. They own a lot of different businesses that either manufacture weapons or aid in the manufacturing of weapons, yeah.
Okay. Maybe I can ask Crab about it. I look at Nova. Would you like to move on?
Yeah. I think enough people have been hurt today.
I would feel rude to leave the way that we came in. Is it possible that we could be escorted out?
Yes, absolutely. Gestures to a guard again who comes over and stands at the top of the stairs waiting for you guys.
Okay. Let's go.
Let's
Okay.
go!
He escorts you downstairs past that same door that leads to the library. The next door over is the front door. They're on the same wall. And he unlocks it and opens it and begins to escort you down the path to the gate, where he unlocks the gate and opens it and to allow you to exit.
Okay. If I look back at the house, is anyone watching us leave from the windows or anything, or does it seem like?
Yes, actually. The Yala is at the balcony in the main bedroom of the house. She's kind of got her arms crossed and she's watching you leave.
Yeah. That's straight out of the movie. Okay. I'll put an arm around. I'll do the arm in arm thing for Nova, and I'll start walking with you.
Okay. Tallice, where did you go?
I'm gonna get a dray. And I'm gonna go to the awning portal.
Okay, easy enough.
Bitch got an axe to grind.
I gotta remove copper. Hold on. There we go.
Okay. Where are you two going? Back to your home?
He would ask Nova, should, he kind of gestures to the earling, should we see? She was really upset.
Tallice?
What is the range? Is the range the whole city?
I think the range is only 500 feet.
Oh, damn it.
So I don't think you'll be getting this message.
I would have taken the earring out anyway. It's in my pocket.
I think she's out of range. She's really upset, Ace.
I know that she's really upset, but we can't. I always feel like I'm like at odds with her. I really just wanted I was just trying to play nice because otherwise they can just pin us for breaking in, they can spin the story however they want.
And the guards don't really like us right now from earlier today. They were
Exactly.
okay with me, but they weren't too impressed with you guys.
I know. So, I was just trying to play nice.
I know.
This is a whole crock of shit. I mean, I can only think of 2 places that she'd go, but do you think that she really wants to see us right now?
Probably not. I think.
Do you want to go home?
Yeah, she knows that if she needs us, that's where we'll be. She can always come home.
Okay.
Okay. It was pretty early that you guys were there. It was like early afternoon in the day. So at this point, it's probably pushing about 4 or 5 p.m. So, Tallice, you were very easily able to get to the Yawning Portal and head inside. You see a few familiar faces. You see Liara, who is working. You see Durnan, who is also working. Is there anybody in particular that you're looking for?
Yagra and or Davil.
Okay. 5 a day. Davo would be there. Sitting at a table, reading a book with his feet up on a chair.
Oh, can I say before I stepped in, can I have like ducked behind some, like an alley or some boxes, and I'll take off, I'll undo Mask of Many Faces?
Sure.
Okay, yeah, I'll go in. And I'll go up to Davil.
He puts the book down a little bit. He's got a glass of wine in one hand and the book in the other. Hello.
Upstairs. Right now.
It's very presumptuous, but sure.
Yep.
Closes the book. Takes.
Is Yagra there?
No, it's just him.
Oh.
Gestures towards the stairs.
I go up.
He follows behind you. Comes in behind you, closes the door. He's still got the wine in his hand. He's doing the thing where he's holding it between 2 fingers and.
Mm-hmm. Really bougie.
Yeah.
I start pacing back and forth.
He kind of sets one of the books down and takes one hand and pulls all of his long blonde hair on his shoulder. Puts his arm underneath his elbow, holding the wine still, kind of cocks a hip. He doesn't sit.
So you probably remember yesterday I told you that we were kind of looking for that guy Erstel, and we found him. He's a fucking asshole.
All right, why don't you sit down? Would you like some wine?
Nope.
Okay.
I'm really upset, Davil.
I see that, Alice. Why are you so upset, darling?
I just feel like twice now I've trusted a group or people, an individual person, and just it turns out going to shit, and I'm feeling a little frustrated about it because this time my gut instinct told me not to, and there was just so much going on that I didn't listen to myself, and we got screwed over. I almost got arrested, probably. The guards are about to find a bunch of dead people, a bunch of dead Zentarim and noble guards in some house.
Okay, a bunch of dead Zentarim.
Yeah, that's also kind of part of why I'm here. Basically, we were trying to find somebody, and it led us to this house in the Northward. I don't even know who the family is. We broke in because we saw their guards fighting with Zentarim, so we helped them, but they had Urstel tied up in a bathroom, and then this creepy little dwarf that was with us turned out to be a Xanathar, who fled with Urstel in some kind of circle. They just teleported out. I don't know where they went. I don't know why he was tied up in their bathroom, and he was kind of flipping out, and he had gotten blown up in front of our house. Oh, that's the other thing. Our house basically blew up today. There was like a giant explosion in front of our house, and like 10 people died, and Urstel had been there, but he survived it. And then all of a sudden we find him a couple hours later, tied up and still half charred like a freaking steak in a bathtub. And now he's gone, and I don't know where he is.
Oh, Taffel.
Fucking nobles were assholes!
Most of them are, Tallice. Most of them are. Alright, there's quite a lot of information. I heard about your house being the site of a fireball explosion. Catching up a bit here, hold on. And he does finally sit down at his table and pulls like a journal and like an ink pen and begins to write stuff down in it. Alright. So, Zentarum agents at a noble home.
Yeah, it was
in
at
the
the corner of
Northward.
Serdun and Pony in the Northward.
And he starts flipping through the notebook, like back towards the front. Flips back. He looks like he's looking for something. The Growlhounds. Does that sound right?
I mean, I don't know, but probably. There was like the Lord and Lady, and they had 3 kids in the portrait.
3 kids, yes. They have 3 children. He's reading from his book. There are 2 boys and a girl. Zartan, Greth are the boys. Iala is the lady of the house. I have quite a bit of information on the nobles in the city. I believe this is the family we're speaking of.
Probably. I don't know.
Well, they're not my people, if that's what you're here for and asking. I did not send anybody to any noble home at any point in the distant past or near past. And I've been looking for Urstel myself. I had one of my associates attempt to scry on him last night, and that was unsuccessful. It appears that he has some sort of magic preventing him from being scryed upon.
Well, he could be anywhere, because he teleported right out of there. But as of like an hour ago, he was in the Growlhound Villa. Tied up in their bathroom. But you know what the weird thing is that it didn't look like anybody broke in. The only door that was broken into was the door that we broke in through. So how did they get there was like 10 people in there just brawling. How did they get in there?
My guess, and I might be a bit biased here considering I very much despise any of the nobility of Waterdeep. They are all twisted and they are all conniving. And I say all of them, so don't trust anyone, he says with a smile. My guess is that they were working with whoever those entire agents are, and somehow they turned on them for whatever reason.
Yeah, I mean, that's kind of what I was thinking, because, like, the house wasn't broken into. I checked all of the windows on the first floor, I was looking at the second floor, and then everyone got a little bit hype and kind of just, like, ran in there, and then if I ever... Can I actually, you know what? Can I just take you up on that wine offer?
Sure, by all means. He will pour you a glass of wine. He has a couple of bottles up here, so.
I down it.
Atta girl.
Good girl.
There you go.
I don't trust the nobles either, but there are some people that I used to know that I don't know if I should trust them. And, you know, Sir and Nova were just, like, being all nice to those nobles. And it's like, why? What did they ever do for you? Like, they tried to, like, I was trying to find out what was going on. And I'm a little upset. And then their guards tried to, like, restrain me.
Your friends, it sounds like they are continuing to undermine your ability and your intuition.
They're good people, and
I'm not saying they're not. Good people
probably...
can undermine other people's intuition. Doesn't mean they understand that's what they're doing, but they do seem to doubt you quite a bit, Tallice. I don't doubt you. I believe you. In fact, I honestly would like to go to this villa and investigate it somehow, which is probably not possible now. I'm assuming the Watch is going to be involved.
I mean, yeah, they were trying to, like, get me arrested. And it's Nova. Nova freaking loves the guards.
Here they come right now! I'm sorry. That was great timing, guys.
Wee-woo. Wee-woo.
Wee-woo.
Just standing there. Menacingly!
What did you say about Nova?
I said, Nova loves the guards. She probably wants to stay there and talk to them.
Nova loves the gods.
Oh my god.
Yeah, she's like best buds with Captain Staggett.
So not only are your friends not trusting you in your intuition in the moment, which appears to have been right on many accounts, but they are also buddying up with the Watch, which I say I don't trust nobles. I also do not trust the Watch.
Yeah, right, me neither. They're like, keep the blood off the streets, and you go and do a good thing, and then they get mad at you, and they throw you in jail, even though you did literally...
They keep the blood off the streets. Tallice, that's not even that you're trying to do a good job. They just don't want to do the work. They tell you to keep everything under the table so that they don't have to do paperwork.
I mean, yeah, because they're useless.
They tend to be, yes. And the Magisters who do the investigating as well. My God, Tallice, they are useless.
Sniveling assholes.
I would agree.
Nova and Sir have their own way of doing things, and I know they were probably... I'm very upset.
I know.
And they were probably just trying to help.
Just because they were trying to help doesn't mean it's the way that it should have been done. You can have good intentions and still be wrong.
It's not even so much that I'm concerned with them undermining me, but I'm starting to doubt my own judgment. And I feel like I'm losing my mind a little bit. And I don't know who to trust anymore.
Some level of cautiousness is definitely not crazy, Tallice. And I know that you're feeling like you do not know what to do, you're feeling like you do not know who to trust, and that's fine. You don't even have to trust me. I don't expect that of you at all, especially considering you were just attacked by some Zentarum agents, and for all you know, they were my people, even though I'm telling you that they're not. I understand that there's a level of distrust here, considering my position. But it doesn't sound like your intuition is wrong. It sounds like you should trust yourself a bit more, honestly.
I knew that murderer. The one killing the half-elves. I knew him. And I trusted him. And then he turned out to be murdering people.
Having people in your life that are doing things that you don't expect or that turn out to be a reason for you to distrust them doesn't mean that you're going to continue to experience that with the people in your life. There are distrustful people in the world.
Yeah, you're right.
People do bad things. People make mistakes. And just because you trusted a person doesn't mean that you are wrong in any kind of way, or that you're wrong for even thinking about trusting people.
It's just a lot.
It is a lot. Somebody that you knew turned out to be a murderer. Of course that's a lot. Why wouldn't that be a lot? That's overwhelming, and it's traumatizing, and it brings up doubt in people that you thought that you trust that are around you now. Of course it is. Of course it's a lot.
It's just really hard to not feel like I'm losing it, or that I messed up and I made a mistake. Because I was the one who knew these people.
What mistake was there to be made?
Just not knowing enough about people. I'm not good at telling when people are lying or not.
Are you a mind reader?
No.
Are you some sort of divination wizard that I don't know?
No.
So what part of knowing what's going on in these people's minds then are you expecting of yourself?
I just kind of made it my job when I came here to get to know a lot of people. And I mean, like, I figured out you don't trust nobles. Of course not. But it's just people who I thought had my back were just turning out to not be good. People who helped me, and then it turns out they were just using us. It just feels like a little bit of a betrayal. And I feel like I'm letting my friends down. And I just feel like I should have seen it.
I think the fact that you were betrayed is not indicative of whether you were letting your friends down.
Right.
Those people did, not you.
Yeah. I'm sorry, I just wanted to tell you, if I ever see Ursula Floxen again, I'm gonna wring his neck.
If I ever see Ursula Floxen again, I will make sure to pull him aside and keep him in custody so that you may do so.
Oh.
That fireball, that's gonna seem like a fresh spring day compared to what I'm gonna do to him.
I like you, Tallice. I like you a lot.
Well, there you have it. Be anywhere, but that's the last place I saw him. At least I've seen him in person now, and I know where he was. I don't know what he was doing. Something's not right, but figured I'd update you since I was just over here yesterday, letting you know that I'd found out about him.
Well, I appreciate that you're forthcoming with me, Tallice.
That's what friends do, right?
Yeah, that tells me that despite maybe a bit of distrust between us, there is still something there, yes?
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, you're the only person who hasn't, other than Nova and Sir, made me feel like a complete idiot for placing my trust in you, so.
Well, I hope that maintains. I'm not planning on doing anything to make you feel like an idiot. You're very much not an idiot, Tallice, actually. You're quite intelligent.
Thanks.
You're welcome. I'm very interested in what Ursula was doing at this noble villa.
I'm just saying it didn't look like he broke in. He was tied up in the... And he was still, like I said, he was still burned. Something's not right. I don't trust it, and I don't trust that family. But I'm gonna find out. Can I get one more glass of wine, and then I'm leaving, I promise. I'll leave you to your business.
Tallice, you may stay here as long as you would like to stay here. As he's pouring you another glass of wine.
Maybe I'll just stay for a bit. Calm down, so that I don't flip out, and then I'll go home. I'm gonna stay for like a little calm down. And then when I leave, I want to leave Bramble invisible near him just to see what he does again. Because Yagra's not there, and that strikes me as weird too.
No, Yagra is not there.
Yagra is Bay. Must protect Bay at all costs.
So he will pour you a glass of wine. He does say, though, you're intending on finding out why Ursula was at the Growlhound Villa.
I mean, yeah, I'd like to find out. It's just weird.
So would I. No, it's very weird. And like I said, if there's no evidence that there was any sort of break-in or altercation other than what you've described, something tells me that the Growlhounds are hiding a lot more than they are, and I would like to find out as well.
I mean, unless Ursula had a key to their house and walked himself in the door very nicely and then nicely locked the door behind him, then... Because I checked. And I checked all the windows. Definitely something's... It's just weird.
And maybe he did have a key to the house.
Which if he did, then I have some questions about how he got it. Because those people definitely don't seem the kind to trust anybody.
Very curious.
Yeah.
Well, perhaps, and feel free to say no, we could investigate the villa after the watch has had their fill of it.
I mean, yeah, I really want to, but I feel like I should ask Sir and Nova first. I don't know why I feel like I need their permission, but I feel like I need their permission.
If you feel like you need to ask Sir Nova first, I'm not going to stop you, Tallice, but darling, and he kind of like puts his like hand on your face, you are your own woman.
Yeah, but I don't know.
You can make your own decisions.
Yeah. I mean, the guards are probably gonna... There was like a lot of bodies. Like, there was like double-digit bodies in there.
It's also curious to me that this is the second slaughter at a noble villa in 6 months. That seems like far too many slaughters at a noble villa for any city.
Yeah, it's weird. It's real weird.
Well, you have one more glass of wine. You take some time to decompress. I will be here if you would like to chat. I will also be here if you want to just sit in silence.
If you're out and about and you see any really like, because it's fall, you know, like some acorns are falling. If you see any like really nice, perfect little acorn caps, could you just grab a couple for me?
Of course.
Thanks. I want to make some hats for some of the squirrels.
Of course. I will make sure to keep an eye out. That sounds delightful.
Yeah, that's so cute.
Tallice. I promise this is my final comment before I pick up my book and I read and I let you sit here and I let you decompress. Be more secure in who you are.
I'm trying.
Because the world needs a few more people who want to make hats for squirrels out of acorn caps.
I'm glad you appreciate it. And I'm glad that you indulge that and the four-leaf clover and the riddles and letting me see Ornyx.
There's no indulging. I'm not humoring you. I'm delighted by it.
Thanks. I'm delighted by it too.
So, all I am saying is be far more secure in who you are. Trust yourself a bit more. Okay?
Yep.
Drink your wine. And he opens up his book again.
Can I have Bramble invisibly fly and look over his shoulder at what he's reading?
Sure. It appears to just be some sort of mystery novel. He's just actually reading for pleasure for once, not working.
Does he have anything? Can Bramble fly around his desk or his like little table and not touching anything? Just see if there's. Yeah, shit's probably hidden away. But does he have anything incriminating out on the table or the desk?
I mean, he has that journal that he had opened up that he was flipping through, where he was reading you very detailed information about a noble family.
Is it open?
No, it is not. But that is there on the table.
Okay.
His little who's who noble book.
I'm gonna have Bramble stay in the room, and I'm gonna finish my glass of wine, and thank Devil, and then I'm leaving, and I'm going back to the Three of Cups.
Okay. All right. Was there anything you guys were doing at the Three of Cups, or are you good with just popping to when she gets back?
The only thing Sir was gonna do is take a bath because I keep on getting covered in blood, and he's gonna take his time with it. He's gonna light some candles.
Okay.
He's gonna end up putting
for the record.
Yeah.
For the record, the Three of Cups did not open today because of the occurrence.
Right.
Earlier.
Perfect.
So just there is that.
Perfect. So he takes a long bath. He ends up putting on his like nicest clothes, but the only like mechanical thing that he does is he wants to go into the supplies that Temperance left him and get Hickory back.
Okay. All right, that is totally fine.
R.I.P. Best boy.
Oh, and Nova probably isolates herself in her tent, and she does. She pulled a card for herself because her hands are actually shaking now that she sits down, and when she pulls the card,
Poor baby.
I pulled the reverse justice card, so feel free to look that up. I'm not going to tell you what that means, but it's the reverse.
That doesn't make you feel better.
No, it does not.
Googling it.
It does not feel good for her, and she's just kind of sitting with it, staring at it. Maybe starting up one of the hookah machines and just sitting there.
Okay.
Trying to calm down.
Fair enough.
Oh my god, I'm reading it. It's bad.
It's bad.
So bad.
It's bad, guys.
It's bad, y'all.
Yep.
And you don't try to like talk to Sir at all. You just like go full isolation.
Yep. Because you're having a bath, so she's just in her tent, smoking hookah, staring at this card, feeling like shit. Waiting for Tallice to get home.
Waiting for Tallice to get home.
Okay. Tallice, you may come back to the Three of Cups.
I'll go look for my friends.
Okay.
Hi.
Hi.
Sir's probably got Hickory back.
Oh, hi, Hickory.
He's sitting on his bed. He left his door open, but Hickory's in his lap, and he's like petting him.
And he's doing the thing that ducks do, where they like melt, basically.
Like their neck goes all like in, and they're just.
He put on his nicest clothes to sit and pet his duck. Self-care.
His like velvety red robe. Just.
I was imagining like a blue one, yeah, like a blue and silver trim robe. Literally, yeah. Hey.
Are you okay?
I'm a little drunk, honestly. So, better than I was before.
I mean, it sounds like we all did our own sort of indulgences. Hey. I mean, I wanted to be very clear. I wasn't trying to be like an asshole in there. I mean, the whole time, I know that I kind of was the one that pushed us to go in there against kind of both of your wants. I'm sorry. It's a personal thing. But also, I mean, I wasn't trying to be an asshole about how you were talking to the Lord. I'm just trying to keep us from getting arrested again.
Yeah, I know. I was really upset.
Rightfully so. Rightfully so.
Why did we trust Kehlen? Some shady fucker comes up to us straight out of a fireball, and I should have known better. And it just made me really upset that all that happened. And I kind of snapped because something's not right.
It's okay, I was
I
also distracted with all the bodies. I wasn't worried about us. I didn't put us first, and I'm sorry.
I don't want either of you two blaming yourselves for this. I mean, the last 4 days have been go, 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 go. We're tired. Adventuring is freaking hard. And it's too much. You know, I don't think that we actually trusted Kehlen. I mean, we did what we thought to look for Zentarum tattoos. We didn't think to look for Xanathar tattoos. He showed up at a moment where we needed extra help. He got us away from the guards that we could go figure out what was going on.
Yeah. Don't apologize for being upset about wanting to go in. I mean, I'm sure that wasn't easy. For you, I mean, what we think might have happened to you, or at least what you've dreamed of, I understand. This is really hard, you guys. And there's been a lot happening. And I just wanted to have a picnic. And I want to take the handkerchief to the little girl in the dock ward. And I don't know what's going to happen. I mean, we don't know where that Nimblewright is. We have no idea where the stone is. And I feel like we're just crunched for time. And I just want to hang out at our tavern together and work and see our friends. And I don't want to get blown up. I don't want you to get blown up.
I also don't want to get blown up, so don't worry, we agree.
We all agree on that one.
I mean, every single person that we keep running into says that this is bigger than us, it's bigger than us, it's bigger than us. I'm fucking tired of it.
Right, and if it's bigger than us, then why do they all keep asking us for help? Or at the very least, putting themselves into situations where they're fucked unless we help them.
It's not a fucking problem. The only thing that I can hope for as a silver lining is that Ten of Swords is dealt with because of Kehlen. I know. I mean, I get it. I want to just work too. I want to see our friends too. Am I weird for saying that part of me also wants to just like get out of the city for like a little while, where they won't come to our door and ask us to deal with all of their shit?
Right.
Am
I really
like,
want to
crazy?
go camping. I want to go camping, and I want to find a fairy ring with you guys and go to the Feywild and have a tea party.
I mean, if they want it, if they say it's bigger than we know, like, we didn't ask. We didn't ask to be involved. We didn't. We're just trying to run a fucking business. I
don't know what this dumb rock does, but obviously it's important, which makes me not want other people to get it. People like Kehlen or people like Erstel, I don't want them to have it. And they've obviously been very close. Because all of these people and all of these nobles, these organizations, they don't care about anyone else. They don't care about a little urchin girl on the street or the squirrels that live in the tree next to our house. They don't care about any of that. They only care about themselves. And I don't want people like that to have something that is apparently like just like the hot item of the fall this year. Like, good God.
Everyone wants it. The Stone of Galore. It will complete any noble asshole look.
Seriously.
Yeah.
Why is every noble that we've come into contact with, other than Rainy, can we call Rainy? We should call Rainy. But seriously, why are the rest of them assholes? That lady that we did that delivery for was a bitch, all right? And these people, oh my god.
I don't...
Did you see? His nose was turned up. You don't get out of my own house. Fuck you, man. You look like a naked mole rat.
Oh my fucking god, Tallice. You're wonderful. I don't know why they're assholes. They want for nothing. And yet they want everything. I don't get it. Why can't they just be like Floon? He's such a simple man. All he wants is...
I know, right?
Well,
All
I
he wants is a
mean...
good leg and a bunch of money and a lot of alcohol.
God.
They're not all assholes. Some of them are just people.
We're just shooting the shit.
And I don't love all guards.
Alright, so obviously this is like hitting a nerve with you. Would you like to explain, or would you like to end the conversation? Trying to figure out the most respectful way to like broach this, because I've never seen you upset like that before, really. And that was, yeah.
You guys always make so many assumptions.
People make assumptions about us.
And that helps how? If we just perpetuate the circle.
I mean, I think it keeps us alive. I'm tired of trusting people like that.
Look, I mean, no, but I went in there in the first place because regardless of what the family does or whatever, I didn't think that they deserved to be slaughtered in their home.
I agree.
Like, I get that.
But we fucked up today. And it's not anybody's fault. It's just how it happened.
How did we fuck up? Because we went and helped people?
I just feel like there's been a lot of killing and we just added to it. That's all.
Yeah. You, those, like, little spinny moon things were kind of crazy. That was kind of cool.
I didn't want to do it like that.
What did you do?
I killed them. We could have handed them over.
They were bad people. If we didn't... Nova. If we didn't go in there, there could even have been more people dead. And for what? A rock that wasn't even there anymore? You saw the faces on those guards. You saw those kids. I mean, the Lord and Lady... Whatever.
I had a choice today, Ace, and I made the wrong one.
What did you say to me when I made the wrong choice? You're not perfect. I'm not perfect. None of us are trying to be perfect. We're trying to run a fucking bar. And, you know, seek a little glory on the fucking side. So let's go.
Have a picnic?
For a day or two. Yeah. And fight Raina. Maybe Floon. I don't know. Get out of the city.
Maybe we should have like a staycation. Because as much as I want to leave, I really don't want to just... It freaks me out to think of what people, like the people we encounter today, having all that extra time to just... I mean, like, what if the stone, like, just eats the whole city? Like, what if the city just, like, literally vanishes and we come back and there's a hole in the ground? Or, like, what if it just unleashes a bunch of zombies?
I mean,
or, like, what if it turns everyone's hands into feet and their feet into hands, alright? It would cause mayhem!
I mean, I would at least be a little bit thankful that I wasn't in there when it happened. I get what you mean. But maybe it is too big for us. What?
It might be too big for us, but I'm at the point now where I want to be in it mostly to just give a big fuck you to all the people that told us that it was too big for us and that tried to stop us and that tried to get in our way and that betrayed us. Because, I just want to see the looks on their faces when they lose.
Actually, I kind of agree with Tallice.
I can actually get behind that. I'm really tired of people saying it's too big for me. I mean, and he stands up. I mean, look at me. Most of them come up to here.
Yeah.
Alright, fine. Are we saying that we're gonna go against the most powerful people in Waterdeep out of spite? Is that what you're saying?
Hells yeah.
Alright then. Fine, let's go against the most powerful people in Waterdeep out of pure spite. We don't want money, we don't want power. We just want bragging rights. I like it.
Nova,
Yeah.
are you from a noble family?
No.
Did you work for a noble family?
No. My best friend is, though.
Who's your best friend?
Someone from home. I can't
Do
see
you miss them?
all the time, every day. But I have to listen to the polls, and I couldn't take him with me, so.
Yeah, I get that.
So they're not a noble from Waterdeep?
I'm not from Waterdeep.
Didn't we pick you up in Baldur's Gate?
No, I think you picked me up in Neverwinter?
Neverwinter.
Are you from Neverwinter?
No. You were right the first time, though.
Wherever we picked her up, I would have known. That was me thinking that we just picked her up because she's from Baldur's Gate. So that was more of a but yeah, I would have asked wherever. I feel like I would have known.
No, you picked me up in Neverwinter, but I am from Baldur's Gate.
What do you think?
About what?
About any of it. what we should do, like, long-term, what we should do, like, in the next 5 minutes?
Well, I honestly don't know. I've never really had to worry about it. You guys are the first permanent thing I've had in a long time. Usually I just go where the pulls take me, and I haven't had one since I got here. So maybe I'm supposed to stay here. But
Well, that makes me happy.
Yeah, I mean, pools are not. I mean, I like having you here.
I like being here.
Say it out loud. Say it out loud, sir. Say it.
I like having you here.
I do want to
Come
run
on,
our tavern,
girls.
though. I do love working here. But that lady, Vala,
Yala.
Yas! Yas speech! Her?
Yeah.
She was definitely involved in some means. She was doing a lot of downplaying in that conversation.
Oh my god.
She's the lady of the house, right?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, Devil told me that. So I'm just saying something's not right.
Oh, hell no. Look, I'm a pretty gullible person, and she was like, they were here to get my money.
What? That doesn't...
Yeah. They were here
if
for...
they
They were
broke
holding
in
my
to
family
steal-
hostage for the money. No. No.
No.
I do
Absolutely
think,
not.
I do
If
think
they
we
were
should...
holding them hostage for the money, then why were all of those guards also being held hostage when they were literally winning when they started fighting? That doesn't make any sense. They have a house full of guards, and all of them and all of the staff and the whole family gets held hostage by how many Centaur were in there? No.
She just wanted us to get out. She just wanted us to stop asking questions. She made a move for the stone. She had the nimble right. And it pissed Ursel off. So he came barging in to get it back.
But they didn't break in. The doors were locked. Did Ursel lock the door behind him? I checked the front door. The only door that was broken into was the one that we broke into. The windows were closed. I checked with Bramble.
I think we should focus on the nimble right. What if it has the stone still?
Yeah. I mean, it's gonna be hard to do.
I like reach under my bed for the umbrella. And I press it.
It just kind of moves real slow.
I have an idea on how to track it down, but I think I should ask the Blackstaff if I can get permission from the Griffin Cavalry before I do it.
Nova, are you gonna ride a griffin?
I mean, there's that, but I also have my wing boots.
Oh, right. I always forget you have...
We don't know nothing. There was that horse with a saddle.
Oh, Maldar.
Right. Who the hell is that?
I don't think we should go back there and be like, by the way, who's Maldar?
Where was the name on the saddle?
Yeah, it was embroidered into the leather on his saddle.
Where on the saddle?
Oh, so the part of the saddle where you sit, and then it kind of comes up, and then there's the horn.
Mm.
It's that part like that kind of leads up to the horn. It was very decorative.
I mean, like, it would...
I'm not saying we ask.
Is that common, Chel? Would Nova know if that's common to do?
To have the horses' names
Embroidered
onto their saddle?
Yeah.
Pretty frequently, honestly, with especially with people who can afford more expensive tack.
Mm-hmm.
It would have been, especially, honestly, even back home with the person that you're speaking about, each horse would have like its own set of tack, and it
like personalized to each horse.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So Nova would tell them that it's likely just the horse's name. They like to make them fancy for them.
So then it was their horse whose saddlebags were filled with gold.
Filled with gold.
Yeah.
Well,
that's weird.
There is also... Oh, Nova, did you draw the circle?
Yeah, oh yeah, I'll pull it out.
Because
I was gonna bring this
If
to the
this
Black
is-
Staff when I went to ask about permission.
exactly. Because if this is where I don't know. I mean, it's spoilers. It's magic. Oh, you know, so you're getting a child's education in magic right now. But anyway, it's obviously something really important. So you know, maybe Temperance can do something with it, or the Black Staff. Yeah. So we've never had nothing.
Yeah, I feel like honestly, I think we have more than we did when all of this started, and we were just running around the dock ward looking at purple eye things and talking to people, and we're better now than we were then.
If they want to say that it's too big for us, then let them underestimate us, because we'll keep fucking winning.
You're right. But maybe tonight we just take a little bit of a break and see if Rainy wants to come hang out.
Yes.
Do you think you two should go? Well, I mean, because you're like learning magic, and Nova, if you need permission, do you guys want to go and like talk to the Blackstaff and Tempe, and I can just stay and I'll build a nice pillow fort and make some snacks for when you guys come home, and I'll write a letter to Rainy with my magic flying paper.
Yeah,
And we'll have a little party.
I like that.
Yeah.
It's too bad the portable hole's all clogged up.
I mean, what if we no.
Just dump it on the house.
Just hotbox our,
Whose house
what
were
if
you
we
going to
hotbox
say
our
that I?
entire house?
You
That
mean
works.
hot rocks? Because that's what it's full of.
Wow. Let's go, Ace.
Okay. I also want to get some time to study it, because I told Tempe that I would do my homework, and I really haven't touched it.
Like 1 or 2 days.
I know, but I was
Maybe
all...
she can give you
Our
more
house blew
homework.
up. You're allowed to like have a delay on your homework.
Yeah, all right.
It's like the dog
that's
ate my
fair.
homework. No, my house exploded.
But maybe if I knew more about magic, I could have, like... I don't know. Let's go.
Go tell Tempe to tell you more spells.
Okay, we're going. Let's go. Before we leave, I take Tallice and I kiss you on the forehead.
I also come
I
over and
grab
give
each
her
of
a
their
kiss.
hands. I grab both of your hands and just kind of look at you both. I'm sorry I lost it earlier. Thanks for being my voices of reason.
Me too.
I mean, it's kind of hot. You lost it a bit.
You ain't seen nothing yet, honey boy!
He's not wrong.
Oh god, I can't believe I actually said that out loud.
You just
Get out
called
of
me-
here!
Well, I mean,
I mean, yeah, that's what I meant.
Yeah.
But it also has, it's like a double.
It's a
we're
double
going.
euphemism. Got
Let's
it.
get out of here.
God damn
Okay.
it.
You're heading to Blackstaff Tower, is that what I'm getting?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. That is easy enough. Are you walking or are you taking a dry?
How far is it again?
It's a ward over
Oh, yeah, we'll walk.
Let's walk
to the
it.
west.
Yeah, we'll just walk.
Okay. Okay. So you can take a walk in this nice, brisk, cool evening as the sun is setting. You're kind of sitting in that twilight sort of time of day. But you've been to the Blackstaff before. Blackstaff Tower, I mean. So you are more than capable of walking your way over there. Sir, are you going through the motions to get into the grounds?
Yep. I'll
Okay.
use my token.
Peep
Actually, I
in.
think I might. My hand might just do it now. I don't know.
You could try. Okay, so going into the grounds, there are actually a lot of students or people who are just part of Force Grey or the Grey Hands kind of going about their evenings, enjoying the enjoying the cooler evening, sitting outside, reading, hanging out with people, that kind of thing. When you go to the tower, who are you trying to get into contact with?
The last time we tried to approach the Blackstaff directly, we got put into that waiting room. Because you can't just walk up to her. Do you want to talk to Tempe, or do you want to, like, try and meet with the Blackstaff specifically?
I guess we could try Tempe first. She seems pretty capable.
Well, she's very capable. I'll think about Tempe, and I'll slap the tower.
Slap it. Okay.
Is it bad enough? Yes, thank you.
So you slap the tower, and the door opens up into that same like workshop / office that you have normally been seeing her in. So you are more than welcome to enter. You do not see her immediately. You do, however, see Ruse.
Hello, Ruse. We need to talk to Tempe. It's a little serious.
He's just kind of looking at you, doing the bird, like... But then his eyes start to glow.
Thank you.
And you kind of hear a voice yell out, because it's a big area that has kind of 2 alcoves to either side, where there's like a lab on one side and there's like an office, like workshop in the other, and then there's a lot of alchemy stuff in the middle. And to the right side, where there's kind of the lab, you hear a voice yell out, "I'm over here!"
Go toward the voice.
Home. Yep, I'll take you.
There's like hella spell components all over this table that she's currently working on. She pulls off a pair of gloves, tosses them on the table, kind of brushes her hands off. Her eyes are still glowing. Kind of smiles. Hi, what are you doing here?
Hey. Yes, we've had a long day. I don't know if you heard there was an attack.
I heard a little bit of word of it.
Yeah. It was right outside our house. Some sort of explosion. And we're nosy. Nova, you use better words than me. You explain it.
We tracked a Nimblewright to a noble house, and when we got there, there was a bunch of Zentarum attacking the family, holding them hostage. So we helped relieve them. But when we got there, there was one of the main Zentarum. He got away through a teleportation circle, and I pull it out, and they went this way. But I don't know if I copied it right, or if you know where it would lead to, or if you recognize the runes if they look familiar to another magic user. We think maybe either the Nimblewright also went through, but at the very least, one of the main Zentarum went through with... I don't know what.
And it was Erstor, by the way, the one that we told you about, who was responsible for the Zentarum on the mountain. Same guy.
He seems to be getting into quite a bit of trouble, doesn't he? She makes kind of a clicking sound, and Ruse flies over and to stand on her shoulder. She takes the drawing from you, Nova. I only know a few teleportation circle sigils. There are essentially an infinite number of sigils that can be used, because there are an infinite number of places that these circles can take you to, and each place you go has a different sigil. So unfortunately, I do not know where this leads. But I can take this information and we could potentially find out. It's a little dangerous. It involves probably going to wherever this is, and who knows where that takes you. But I can definitely put it in the hands of the magisters and the mages here at the tower, and we can sort of see where we can go from there. Are you okay? That sounds like quite the ordeal. Did you speak with the watch?
No.
We spoke with the watch about the explosion, not about the Zentarum attack. I'm in so
Okay.
much trouble, Tempe.
Do the watch? Okay. Yes. Okay. Okay.
I got a hero complex.
He does.
That's not always a bad thing, but it can be both a positive thing and a flaw, I think. Okay, so the watch doesn't know. Perhaps they should.
Yeah, I mean, yeah.
I think Ace was just worried about us getting arrested because technically we weren't invited into the house.
Okay.
They were in the middle of combat and we let ourselves in.
Which is a very polite way of saying that you broke in.
Yes. I like my way better.
Technically, Kehlen broke in.
That's true.
Kehlen.
That's right! This little shit! Sorry, excuse me, language. But he's kind of a little shit. He was like a little dwarf. He was a member of the Xanathar's Guild. He was trying to... What was he trying to do?
Save
I wasn't in the
Krentz.
room.
He said
Really? That guy?
Yeah, he said that he wanted to help Krentz out and what's his name? What could help him?
Astel.
Urstel could. I keep forgetting his name. It's so weird.
Who is Krentz?
Another member of the Xanathar's Guild.
What have you guys been getting yourselves into?
Well, this actually goes way back when.
Can we just ad-lib the version and say we tell her as much as we can?
Was there anything that you're leaving out? You're both making a safe face.
I don't know, because I don't remember.
I mean...
I don't remember what we should and shouldn't.
I mean...
You went into the sewers, there was a mind flayer.
Yeah.
And you were like, Krentz, help us out, man. And then he was like, what? And laughed.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And we haven't seen him since.
No, and I mean, and that was all.
We were very well behaved.
We haven't, yeah,
all of that.
Yeah, and that was all at the request of rescuing Floon.
Yes.
Raynar had her back with that, so that's kind of my moral compass right now.
Yeah.
Raynar was okay with it, so
that's right.
I don't think I would leave anything out.
Yeah, no.
The guards know about
the guards know about that. Yeah,
that's true. Yeah, the
Stag had talked to us about it.
Keep it off the streets.
Yeah.
Yeah. So.
Thank you, Vic.
So, what I'm saying is, you might have taken on a lot with your new apprentice.
I see that.
Please let me stay as your apprentice.
I'm not saying you can't. I'm processing a little bit.
I know. It's a lot for us,
and
too.
honestly, that's why I came to ask you for permission, because Ace, can you show her that Nimblewright detector?
Oh, yeah, actually, you'll probably love this. Here, wait. I don't know, I'll hand it to her and show her how to squeeze it.
And what is this?
It's supposed to help track down the
She's
Nimblewright.
feeling it.
It was invented by another Nimblewright, who apparently has built this other one, and
that's the one
hones in on the magical core or whatever that powers it.
Yeah.
So it's sort of like a little tracking device.
And that's the one we think is involved
Interesting.
with the explosion this morning.
And does the watch know that?
I don't think so. I'm not
I
sure.
don't
Did
think
you
we
tell
knew
him?
for sure.
I wasn't
No,
there.
he just
Nova
sort of-
wasn't there
he
when
was
that happened.
suspicious that- He was suspicious that I did it because he had me touch an orb and was like, "You're a magic user," which, by the way, apparently I need to get registered.
And she's like, yes, I'm sorry.
Which is fine. But basically, they were all like, "Wait, hold on, you're a magic user." And then I was like, "I can make a duck." And he was like, "Okay, you probably didn't blow up 10 people," which is true.
Yeah,
I
we
can't do
didn't.
that.
I hope so.
Yeah, and I don't think we knew about the nimble right until after we found the first one.
Okay.
Yeah, but we talked to the guard after, but you guys didn't tell them about the thing.
I don't know, I wasn't there.
Yeah. Yeah, because it was
I'm just
that funny, like,
it was
Sir
several
walking
weeks
around
ago,
holding
so I'm
the-
just
Okay,
like,
okay.
updating you. 'cause
Thank
I
you,
have it
thank
written
you.
Yeah. No, we didn't. When we
Okay.
tell them
I was
things, they get
helping-
mad at us.
Yeah.
When we tell them things, they get mad at us, and when I don't tell them things, they get mad at us. It's a lose-lose.
So I appreciate that you guys trust me a lot, apparently, considering you're telling me all of this information. I do think it's important to tell you that, or remind you, that I am the Blackstaff's apprentice, and technically an authority figure here in the city,
I know. That's why I came
which
to
means that this information I'm going to have
hand
to
over
report.
to the which is fine.
you. I expected
I
as
would
much.
rather it come from you.
This may result in you and your friends being questioned rather extensively.
Yeah.
So there was the fireball. Did you I'm clarifying, as your DM, you told her everything, therefore you told her about the necklace of fireball?
I didn't know about that.
Because that one you didn't tell the guards.
You shit! I totally forgot about the necklace.
Because he still has the necklace with
Oh, I
with the
totally
other
forgot
beads
about
on
that.
it.
Oh, Ace!
Let me think. Just let me think.
This is why I asked if there was anything you left out.
I don't like lying to Tempe. Giving her the necklace isn't going to help the investigation. I'll say that afterwards I looked her. I'll stretch the truth. I'll say that that Kehlen saw this kid, and this kid had this, and I didn't know, and I have an idea of what it is, but I didn't want to just. I think that you should have it because because it looks dangerous. And it's magical. And magical and dangerous says go to Tempe. Here.
Okay, so you're telling her that Kehlen gave it to you.
That Kehlen found it.
Okay.
Which isn't a lie.
It's not a lie.
No.
So yeah, Kehlen found it. And here it is.
And why didn't you turn this into the watch? I think that this is probably going to be a vital piece of information in figuring out what happened.
I'm gonna be entirely honest, I was just really stupid and not knowing what to do.
Okay. Fair enough.
There was a lot going on, and I forgot because we were so. That sounds so stupid. I sound so stupid.
You're not stupid, Ace.
I'm a little stupid. That's gonna make me look so bad. I'm gonna just go to jail, and I didn't do anything wrong. Just trying to help people. They're gonna arrest me. I didn't do anything.
Okay. Well, I will take this I think that this is definitely something that needs to be brought to the Magister. Do you know the name of the Magister that was on the investigation?
Something B.
Barnabas Blastwind.
There we go. I had some memory.
Oh, yeah. He was
And
blast-
Minster Cromley.
He was
Mr.
blasting wind, yeah.
Seth Cromley,
Faith
and Barnabas.
Cromwell and Barnabas Blastwind, yeah. You say Barnabas Blastwind, and she kind of goes, "Oh," she's like,
Right, okay, so like he was being all
he's a very good investigator, but he is not a people person.
No kidding.
Oh, Temperance, what did I get myself into?
That is a very good question. Quite a lot, and it seems that you've attracted the attention of the Zentarum and also the Xanathar Guild, which is not a good combination considering the things that have been going on in the city. So please be careful.
Everyone just wants a piece of this pie.
Okay. I don't know that that's a good thing. So let's be careful.
Okay.
This is quite a bit of information, and I'm processing a little bit on how I'm going to handle this.
I'm sorry. You were like doing your whole thing.
I spend every night doing my whole thing, so you would have interrupted either way. It's okay.
Okay.
What is your plan moving forward?
Well,
I just want these people to leave us alone.
I was hoping
What do you-
we could use the Nimblewright detector and fly over the city and see if we can narrow down where it's hiding.
So your intent is to continue this investigation yourself?
I mean, actually, yeah, that is a little bit more accurate. I want to stop these people, and it'll help me not. I say clear my name, but really I'm not a suspect. But do you get what I mean? Like, I want to stop these people. I want to stop these people.
A lot of
'cause
people
they're
died today,
being
and I
a
think
real-
we just want to stop it.
Made it this far.
Okay. Like I said, I have to report all of this to Vajra, who will probably want to do something about it. I'm going to be putting a lot of faith in you. It seems that you are more than capable, considering you're alive.
I mean,
I know
They
you're
keep trying to kill me, Temperance, and it's not working.
oh, they almost
you're
killed me
more
a
than
lot.
capable.
Oh, sorry.
Well, and you're here. They're not the most upstanding citizens and definitely do not take the most fair of approaches when dealing with the things that they deal with. So the fact that you are still here and alive is saying something. So I will broach the idea with Vajra, but I am kind of making an executive decision here, and I'm hoping she's okay with it, to put a little bit of faith in you, and I am going to be honest in saying that I am doing so because I think that even if I didn't, you'd probably still do this anyway. So I am doing this as kind of a show of trust and wanting you guys to be able to do this in the safest way possible. Do you still have the brooches, the medallions, essentially, that you were given?
Yeah.
Okay. This is your official permission from Blackstaff Tower to use those medallions to act as officials of the city.
That's a lot.
This doesn't
Tempe.
This doesn't give you like special privileges, like outside of basically just being able to act as a member of the Watch, essentially, to
Wow.
get you the information that you need. Because I don't want you getting arrested, because that's what's gonna
Can I
happen.
just
if you
hug
guys keep
her?
poking around.
Can I just hug her?
Sure, yeah.
I just hug her. I'm like,
Okay.
I really don't know. I thank you. Are you? implying that this is to have been extended into the past to hopefully not have us be arrested.
Yes.
Like an extension of the job that we did on the mountain.
Yes.
Technically, it's still Erstal.
Precisely.
Oh, Tempe, that's smart.
I
She's
have my
very
moments.
'Cause we
Now,
don't-
don't abuse this.
No. No.
Don't be using it as like a warrant to go into just anyone's home.
No.
Don't
No.
be using it to get free pastries at any of the pastry shops in the city. Don't abuse this.
Wait, you can actually do that?
Do the guards get free pastries?
Yeah, did the guards get free
Sometimes.
Oh, damn. I didn't even know that was an option.
Of course. No,
No, I won't.
Of course not, Temperance. I know it would look bad on you.
This is simply so that, because I know you're not going to stop. I know this about you guys now at this point. We haven't known each other for very long, but I feel like even if I say, don't do this, you're probably going to find a way to do it.
They'll pull us
And-
into it anyway. Yeah.
And I respect that. That's how I've gotten to my position today. That's how that's how I conduct my research. I respect it. I do. But I want you guys to be able to do this safely, and I'd rather not see you behind a jail cell. So,
Me too.
and you don't need to be doing hard labor on Abed's farm. So,
Thank you.
This makes me feel a lot
I'm
better,
sorry.
Tempe. Thank you.
Yeah, I'm sorry for the inevitable headache that I have become.
it is okay. So that being said,
Yes,
this is a lot.
I know.
And it seems that you have kind of stumbled into some sort of conspiracy to get this stone. And it does not sound like this stone is something that should be in the hands of people like that. Do you know what this stone does? Is that anything that has come out?
I don't think so. Maybe that
Okay.
it's just worth a lot of money?
I think we did find out that it's something to do with this, with
Yeah.
Lord Neverember.
Oh, right. Yeah, it's about...
Raynar said in the
said-
very beginning that it is the key to finding the lost embezzled money of Raynar's
So that
father.
could mean a lot of things, though. It could be an actual key. It could just have information about it. It
Or-
could be some sort of magic item. That's very vague.
Yeah.
It could also just be
Worth a lot of money.
BS and they're well, I mean yes, but it could also just be BS and they're all killing each other in the streets for nothing.
Which also would not be surprising. Okay. Well, I will broach the subject with Vajra, and I will see if there is anything on the official front that she would like to do. I will tell her that in the meantime you are investigating.
That is a
So-
lot of stress off.
The fact that I'm telling Vajra that you are investigating, and I do need to tell her that you're investigating, means that what you are finding is official. I don't want to say property, but it's essentially official property of the Grey Hands. You are essentially operating as members of the Grey Hands at this point. So that information should be reported here.
Okay.
Okay.
I can be a middleman between you and Vajra if you want. I know she can be very intimidating.
You can be a little intimidating, but not a lot. You're really
How can
you're
I
really-
be intimidating?
I just feel like if I ever did something that upset you, you could I don't
Just
know.
because I can doesn't mean I will. Find
See,
that
but you can though. You can though. I don't even know what that meant. I just did it, but you somehow knew what it meant. That's scary.
I'm not scary.
No, you're cute.
Thank you.
Kind. And my teacher, whom I respect.
Okay.
I talk
I will. It's okay. It's okay. I will pass the information on. I will likely be having a very extensive meeting with. In fact, which I suppose you can be present for if you'd like, or you can just trust me to pass the information on and then let you know. But this is pretty important, so.
Yeah.
Okay.
The Greyhands will also likely be taking over the investigation of the villa. That's probably something I'm actually going to put into place the moment you leave, is clearing the watch out of there. This sounds like more than just a simple altercation, and it sounds like something that the Greyhands needs to be taking over, so.
Okay.
Okay. Thank you again. A million times.
So, question, because my idea was to fly over. Do I just show the cavalry the token when I fly over?
I will put in a word with the cavalry
Okay.
so that they know that this will be being conducted. Do you know when you're going to do so?
Maybe tomorrow afternoon. We want to have
Okay.
we want to rest for a bit.
I will tell the cavalry that over the next 10 days, between the hours of 1 p.m. and 4 p.m., that there is the potential of you doing so. How does that sound?
That works. Thank you.
Okay. Mm-hmm.
Okay.
We're gonna catch these people.
I hope so. We don't need more of this happening in the city, so.
Like hell we don't. No.
Is there anything else that you needed?
That's it.
You've pretty much given me probably my freedom. So I don't think that there's anything else I can ask you for.
No, you've
ever.
done more. You've done more than enough, and then some.
All right. Well, you are more than welcome to stay. I'm simply doing a lot of messing around with some spells and spell components and stuff, so you can stay if you'd like, but you're also more than welcome to go.
We have a date with Tallice. She's waiting for us.
Okay.
Maybe sometime soon when people aren't dying in the streets. Okay.
Let's go.
Okay.
Let's go check on her.
Okay. Yeah.
All right.
We're not being arrested. We're not being
Wait, did you want to
arrested.
ask her to teach you more? Didn't you have like a magic question for her?
Yeah,
Or,
but
no,
guess
it was the homework.
well-
You just have homework.
well, he did have stuff to ask her, but we have a date with you.
Yeah,
so
you're
that'll
first.
happen another time.
All right. I think that's a good place to take a break.
Kill you.
Oh yeah.
Pop back in after with Tallice and everybody coming back. So we will be back in roughly 5 to 7 minutes.
BRB.
Welcome back to Waterdeep Dragon Heist, where we say 5 to 7 minutes, probably go longer than that. Thank you for being patient with us. They always like to do some conferring while we are on break, but we are back. And popping over to Tallice, who sent a little bird to their friend Raynar. What did little bird say, Tallice?
It said, "Hi, Rainy," and a bunch of like little hearts and butterflies and like swords around his name. And then I was like, hey, come to the Three of Cups ASAP, because we're really not doing great right now, and we want to have a slumber party and talk to you because we're just really going through it, and everyone keeps trying to kill us, and like we didn't ask for any of this, but now it's go time. Please come hang out. Love you, bye.
Okay. So the bird flies off. It's probably about an hour. So honestly, I think with that hour that Nova and Sor would come back before Raynar gets there. So there's that if you guys would like to pop in.
Well,
so I don't think that we're going to be arrested.
That's great. I love that.
Right, though?
What happened?
Temperance. So remember how Tempe and the Blackstaff gave us those little medallions when we went on the mission for them up onto the mountain, and then we saw the Zentarum there, and that's how we learned about Erstor in the first place? Well, Temperance, in her genius, is essentially, since we never had to return those yet, is going to try to spin this as we technically like never finished that job. Like from then on we started investigating Erstor, and so basically taking everything that we've done until that point, and saying that basically we were doing it for the Blackstaff, for the Grey Hand, so that we aren't being arrested. Basically saying that we've been investigating the whole time.
Oh man, I wish I thought of that. We should have thought of that when we were in the house.
I know, she's so smart. I love her.
That really, yeah, you know what? That'll be really, that's a good idea.
So we're essentially acting as members of the Grey Hand, sort of like the Watch, but she informed us not
to abuse it.
Of course not. We're not going to be power abusing police.
No, fuck cops.
ACAB.
1312. All cats are beautiful.
Yeah, so that's that. But
cool.
I wanna sit.
Yeah.
And I'm gonna be investigating this week with the Nimblewright detector. I have permission to fly over. She's gonna let the cavalry know so they don't come attack me.
Oh, that's good. That'll be really fun.
Yeah. Maybe. We'll see how long it takes.
We've gotten ourselves into a right mess.
The door opens.
A Nimblewright
I
mess.
whip my head around.
What sort of mess? Are you alright?
Rainy! Come sit down, Rainy! Wait, come upstairs! I set up all of Nova's pillows and I took your pillows too!
You know that gif of that girl from, I think it's America's Next Top Model, where she opens the door and like does like that?
Okay, but this is literally like the episode on the sitcom where like someone goes like, hey, and then like you have to, like the audience claps for like a full minute, so they have to like wait. So it's like, did somebody say Raynar?
I both hate and love that for you.
I make everyone go upstairs, and I took all of Nova's shit, and I took all of our blankets and pillows and everything in the house, and I made like a little slumber party area. And I probably, if there's a mattress on that floor, that bedroom has been, the mattress has been taken out and put on the floor, and we're all hanging out up there with Nova, her stuff, and her hookah. Rainy!
All right, you've got quite the setup.
Who's gonna tell us?
I made some blondies.
She's so cute. Sometimes there's these moments where I'm like, oh, with all of you.
Okay, but you also could have been like, I made blondie.
The powdered sugar Bramble did all of that. I gave him like a little handful each time, and it's actually like the perfect amount for a blondie. It's his tiny hands of the powdered sugar on top. Right.
He kind of comes in, he's like, takes one. All right, so I'm here. You sounded very desperate for my company. Is everything all right? He like sits crisscross applesauce.
No.
No. Come here. And he like pats the pillow next to him.
I feel like we all just like just hug. It's like, Rainy.
Everyone keeps trying to kill us, and then we get in trouble for it, even though we're helping people.
There's like, listen, Raynar, like this morning, Sir and I were just having our breakfast, hanging out, and there's an explosion outside of our house, and people died.
I was going to come and check on you in the morning. I was thinking about giving you a day to figure out things.
It's been a long day.
Oh, yeah. And
it didn't end there.
No,
Okay.
That was the tip of the iceberg, Rainy. All right, like there's these people, and then there were these Antarn bodies, and then I'm just gonna explain all of it, and there's the guy, and then he had the gems, and then
yeah, and apparently he was coming to come see us. Like, why? We don't know.
And then Erstal Floxen was there, but then he ran away, and then there was a Nimblewright, and we went to the temple.
Let's pause. What did you say the gnome's name was?
Well, I mean, listen, Barnabas does not like us that much, and he didn't really say.
Can you describe the gnome? Do you know his name? What?
Well, I mean, his face was pretty jacked up, Raynar, but yeah, I was all up in his business as his body was lying there.
Pretty jacked up, Raynar.
Here, I'll describe the best, because I was the one who was searching him. I'll describe.
Can you make yourself look like him?
He was. Oh yeah, just let you know, I saw him really jacked up, so just get ready to see a larger version of a dead gnome, and I'll do it.
Okay.
That is fascinating.
Okay.
Yeah, like the ears all blown off.
Well, I'm glad that you called me, or that I was going to come at the very least. I know this gnome.
Raynar, what?
I don't know him personally. When the Lords of Waterdeep ousted my father, I thought that his very controlling, long, dark shadow was just out of my life for good. But I mean, you all know the truth. I want nothing to do with it. I've kind of made that very clear about my father. But he has spies that hound me and follow me and report back to him.
Oh no.
And one of them was a gnome, going by the name Dalakar. This gnome had been watching me for months, and then about 10 days ago, I suddenly stopped seeing him. I saw him everywhere. He was following me around, and then about 10 days ago, he just disappeared. I hadn't seen him anymore. And my father does not trust many people, but he does trust that gnome. So I kind of got a little suspicious, and I started to try and find a few things out. I spoke to a few of his friends, and apparently he was on a very special mission to retrieve the Stone of Galore, and was afraid of the Zentarum and the Zenithar guilds catching up to him.
Which they did.
I know he heard about my kidnapping, and I know he was probably wanting to seek out some information on the adventures that saved me, because my father is a very nosy person.
Which is why he was
So I think that if you said that that the Magister said that he was heading to your tavern, I think that he was planning on heading to you. My father is still very much under the impression to be able to really convince me to move to Neverwinter and to be by his side, blah blah blah. So, I mean, it's obviously speculation, but there's the potential that he was trying to. If I trusted you, my father
Raina.
probably trying to pay you deliver the Stone of Galore to my father in Neverwinter. That is my guess in the matter.
Now, the last time that we spoke about the Stone of Galore, you said that it was entirely made up.
It's still a possibility that it is. It's still a possibility that it's just a rock that people are carrying around.
It's a rock that a lot of people have died over now, so it's important in that regard.
Wait.
Exactly.
Wait a minute. He was coming to us to find the stone? So why was he attacked?
I think
to deliver.
I think he had the stone.
Oh, okay.
He did.
I think he had the stone and he was trying to bring it to you. Because, like I said, if my father has this very deluded notion that I'm still in his good graces and will eventually help him with whatever he's doing. Because like I said, he's been sending spies after me for quite some time. And this gnome being one of them. So I think that the fact that I trusted you was enough for Delacar to think that my father should trust you. And Delacar being in possession of whatever this stone is, which again could be nothing, then it could be something that people are putting far too much weight on. But you're very correct in that if people are dying, it's important. But I think he was planning on hiring you to either escort him to Neverwinter or stone to my father yourself.
Why does everyone keep asking us to do stuff and then trying to kill us?
It's all coming together, though. He was spying on you, and then I think that he found the stone. He was coming to us for it because he had heard that we helped you, so he was going to bring it back to your father. The Zentarum heard about it, so the Zentarum, along with Erstal, were pursuing him because they were probably just going to let him hand it off to us, and then they were going to get it off us. But someone else intervened.
Well, the Nimblewright blew everything up. And here's my thing: those Zentarum. They were not just like, surprise, we're holding you hostage.
No, the lady at the house was well aware of what was happening. I couldn't tell what she was lying about, but she really played off her involvement in it.
I think they were working with Erstal. And I think she got greedy.
Do you think she turned on him?
I think so, because when she said who she was, because remember when I was looking up stuff about the Cormathus family, I was reading about the various noble families of Waterdeep. Now, I don't know a whole lot about them, but it's the Grauhoon family. And they are involved with... Weapons. Yeah. And I mean, if you remember where we found you, there was whole crate loads of weapons and stuff because the Zentarum needs it to arm all of their people. They could have provided the arms and armaments for the Zentarum, and that was their initial deal. And then the lady heard about the stone through what the Zentarum were trying to do, knew that the Zentarum were going to move on this gnome, and decided to send her Nimblewright with a necklace of fireballs to take it. And then it came back to the house, but Erstal survived the attack and would have known who that Nimblewright belonged to if they had been working with the family already. And so he went back and got as many people as he could and found a way to get into the house because she didn't know that he had lived.
Well, but here's the thing. He had that teleportation circle and he was tied up in the bathroom.
That's
and there were
how they
no
got
signs
in.
of a break-in. I just feel like they were working together. I feel like
So just to clarify, Ursula was trying to break into that bedroom to get to.
I thought he was. Oh, I thought he was.
He was
tied
trying
up
to
in,
get. He was trying to get
to make
to,
sure you had that correct.
Yeah.
Okay.
It wouldn't make sense that he came in through there because
He was trying to break into there.
He was trying to break into there.
But there were no signs of a break-in in other places of the house, which means that he got in
They were working
in a nice way. So they were working together.
Man.
And that's how they were able to tie him up in the first place, because she probably was like, "Surprise, motherfucker," and tied him up.
Yeah.
She did not fall around. Did you see her armor?
Oh no, she was incredibly badass.
Speaking of, I gotta pick up my armor.
You do.
Yeah.
But so that's the thing. And people that are making moves against the Zentarum, it's all for the stone. It's worth it to piss off the Zentarum for it.
Yeah, I mean, if you think you're gonna get whatever it leads, whatever it does, if these rumors are true, then it's absolutely worth it.
And Kehlen wanted the stone too because he wants to use it to bargain for Krentz, which means that now everything that we had learned, and Kehlen learned about the Nimblewright, he can take right back to the Xanathar's Guild.
Which means the violence is only gonna get worse.
And we're caught right in the middle of it. So you can see, Raynor, it's been a long day.
It has been a long day. Obviously nothing needs to be done today. We've got quite a little pile of snacks and treats and hookah and pillows that we can just kind of hang out for a while. Long day, you deserve a break. But I think it's important that we figure out exactly what the Growlhound's involvement here is. You were there.
Yeah.
Do you think that there is anyone who could potentially be interrogated a little bit who might break?
Definitely not the lady of the house. And
Do you think that she's orchestrating all of this? Do you think it's her, or do you think it's a group effort?
It's hard to tell.
So do you talk to some of like the other staff, like the guards?
She has some sort of either bodyguard or the head of her personal guard. It's a real uppity half-orc.
So then probably not him.
What
I don't
about-
think... Did he give me his name? I think
No.
he gave me his fur? No? Nothing,
I think
not
you
at all?
heard someone say it, but I don't think he told you specifically himself. Somebody addressed him. Actually, the lady of the house,
What about
Yala,
Matthew?
addressed
Wasn't
him.
there one named Matthew?
Yeah,
That
there was a
was-
guard named Matthew.
Yeah, there's a guard named Matthew.
The lady of the house, Yala, did address the half-orc. His name was Harabaz.
Harabaz.
Hrabbaz.
Well, there were the lord and lady of the house. The lord of the house got taken hostage for a hot second there until Nova came in absolutely clutch with some nice magic. And then he
Very
crawled
nice
out of
man,
there.
Hunter.
And then there were... Did we see the children? They had 3 children. Did we see them?
Yeah.
You saw
the
2
children.
of the 3. The
That's
portrait
right.
had 3 children. You saw 2 of them.
That's right.
Two-
There were
the
only
two-
two.
That's what I was wondering about.
You saw the 2 younger boys. There was a older teenage girl that you did not see.
There's one member of the family that's not accounted for. The eldest daughter.
I don't know the children's names, but I mean that the fact that the eldest daughter's not there is not necessarily a
Wait, didn't-
suspect.
Didn't
I mean,
Davil tell me their
everything kind of
names?
suspect. The 2 boys, yeah, he did.
I don't think I wrote them down.
I can send them to you, but it is Zartan and Greth. Oop, I almost sent that in the wrong server.
Okay. I'll relay that's the boys.
I mean, it might be. I mean, Nova, you might have an easier chance trying to talk with some of the servants, but
I don't know if the servants would
you
know
know,
much,
they could be exactly
but maybe
Yeah, I mean,
someone that could be interrogated. that
maybe
would break.
Matthew.
The guards might be a good choice. You said that the Lord of the House. Did you catch his name at all?
I don't think we heard anyone in the house or anyone after say it.
No.
I mean, I can find out.
We can
Hostage.
find out. Yeah.
Yeah, he was like locked in the room with the.
That might be an in if you can kind of spin it as like, you were held hostage. The situation's completely fucked. Maybe you can like
I could.
appeal to his better nature and that this is a situation he's getting himself into that isn't a good one.
Yeah.
Maybe he might start to talk.
I mean, I can
But against his wife?
separate them.
Yeah, don't have them together.
Yeah.
Get them alone. I was gonna check out the house maybe tomorrow, but I don't think he'd want to talk to me, but I don't have to be me. I can be anyone.
I could talk to
Yes,
him.
you can.
Do you need someone to go with you to check out the house? Do you?
Well, I mean, like, I kind of already was gonna go with someone, but Rainy, if you want to come, that's fine. I can cancel that plan.
You seem rather nervous. Who are you going with?
Just, I love the guards, so I was just gonna go with some of the City Watch, because I love and respect them in every way.
You can bring the City Watch. I don't mind going with them.
I was gonna go with Davil, alright?
We're all just staring at her like, come on.
I mean, I don't mind going with Davil either. I'm sure that I could get along with the men for a spell. Never mind that your DM is going to have to kinshift a little bit in order to play 2 NPCs at once. I'm just kidding.
I mean, Reyna, well, here's the thing. So if Tallice is gonna go and investigate with Davil, and Nova's going to be trying to find the Nimblewright with possibly the help of the Griffin Cavalry, why don't you and I actually instead try to approach it? I was the one that spoke with the Lord the most, so why don't you and I actually try and approach it from the diplomatic angle? You're
that
very
might
good
actually
with
be
your
an
words.
area that I'm going to be more helpful considering my position within Waterdeep.
So that-
I could put on and he kind of like straightens up
Oh
a
yeah.
little bit. I
Oh,
could put on the
Davil.
noble airs and he like...
Not Davil.
Oh.
Rain. Listen, I wouldn't have done that. I know I'm talking to Raynor, okay?
I know. But yeah, no, that way all three of us can sort of tackle this from a different angle.
I'm willing to help however I can. Considering it's my stupid father that's getting you all into this first place anyway, I feel I have some sort of responsibility in the matter.
Even if it was just an excuse to hang out with you more. I just really wish that all of the time that I spend with you didn't have to do with
Life and
nobles
death.
being slaughtered in the homes. Yeah.
I want to go camping and have a picnic with all of my friends in the woods and take you to a fairy circle so we can go to the Feywild and have a party.
That too.
There was also that.
That too.
But yeah, I mean, so that's sort of a plan for the next few days. We all have our own angle. And then
Alright.
Chel doesn't have to kinshift as much.
Yeah.
I don't mind kinshifting. It's okay.
But
I've
it
played
also
like
is-
5 NPCs and
I
one interaction
know.
conversations with myself before. It's totally okay.
But it just
I can bust
feels
out the sock puppets.
but it just feels like a good way to do it.
Yeah.
No, it's fine.
I normally wouldn't want to doing a lot of this stuff like separated is sometimes scary because everyone tries to stab us, but I feel like in this case, because we're probably maybe not going to get stabbed, like we'll have a couple low-key days, we'll be able to cover more ground faster separated.
Yeah, and I mean, the nice thing is none of us are going to be fully alone.
Yeah, I'll be with
Yeah.
the cavalry. I
Well,
think I'm
yeah.
safe.
But if anyone gets stabbed, just come home.
So
Okay.
you said you're going to investigate the house. The watch is already doing that. How are you going to be getting in?
This little thing here.
That
Where What did she say that
She
we're
said,
doing?
the Grey Hands will be taking over the investigation and will be removing the watch within the day.
Wow.
And then we have been given, I guess, authority.
Temporary
authority with our emblems to act as the city watch would in terms of our investigation for the Black Staff.
We're sort of
quite a
supporting the Grey
promotion.
Hand. It's a lot, and it's going to keep us from getting arrested.
That.
Yeah, that one.
That is, honestly, be careful with that. Not that it's a bad thing. I just want to make sure that you understand that the Grey Hands is a big deal.
It sounds like a big deal.
It's a very big deal. I know that this might be rather overwhelming for you, considering
I'm level
what
2.
was it? 4 months ago, you were level 1.
4 months ago, I was basically born again. That's all the memory I have.
Mm-hmm.
So having some level of authority in the city, and that's not to say that I don't think you deserve it. You've been kind of paramount in a lot of what's been going on, but also being a member of the Grey Hands, which is essentially what's going on right now. I think you should really just see that for what it is been inducted into the Grey Hands, because they don't give authority to just anyone. Make sure that the fact that you are conspiring with people like Rayna, or not Rayna, I'm Rayna. That's
there we go!
Hot boys!
The hot boys get confusing.
conspiring with people like Davil, while not inherently bad, can put you in a way that might look bad to the people you should not be looking bad to. So just be careful. I'm not saying you're going to, and I'm not saying he's going to be doing anything further. Davil himself, while I am very suspicious of him just in general, considering his standing, is not a bad man.
Why does everyone think he's so bad? He just hangs out at the freaking tavern all day!
I just said that he wasn't a bad man, Tallice, but he's
That
also
is-
a member of this entire...
Well, yeah, but they're like not the same. He's like the good Centaur.
I just have a healthy level of suspicion for anybody who proudly bears the mark of a Zentarum.
I mean, I do too, and I had Bramble. Oh, this is Bramble, by the way. I had Bramble spy on him, and
He stops from taking a drink and he's like looking at Bramble. It's like,
yeah, Bramble spied on him the other night after I told him about how we found out about the thing on the mountain with Urstel, and he said that we seemed useful, but that he wasn't trying to just like toy with me, because Yagra's getting a little bit like mama bear about it. So it's fine. I think we're both like lightly using each other, and that's totally fine. Plus, he knows magic. Maybe he can do what I can do.
I mean,
I think if you're both using each other, he's probably entirely aware of the fact that you just maintain a healthy level of suspicion. Is all I'm saying.
Especially after that Ten of Swords bullshit.
So then,
Could be anybody.
give your honest, or as honest of an opinion as you can right now. The Grey Hand is this
Are they good?
the good?
They're not bad, which I know is not helpful. I do have a bit of a friendship with Vajra. We kind of go way back, honestly.
She told us about how you're kind of friends because of a little club.
Yes. Vajra is actually, I don't know if this, one of the, actually she is the youngest Blackstaff to ever have held the title.
Oh.
She's only, I think she's early 30s, which is very, very young for a very powerful wizard who has
And
this
she's human
monstrous
too.
authority. She is human.
Yeah.
But I've known her for quite some time. I actually saved her from a rather precarious situation a while back, or was a part of a group who did. So we've been very close for quite some time, and I can tell you that story at another point. I trust her unequivocally. I know she can be a very intimidating woman, to say the least. But she is trying her best with a very, very big position that she's been given. I would imagine she is a bit overwhelmed at times with it. And you have not heard that from me. She is meant to be an authority.
Yeah, she's still a person. She still, I'm sure, has her moments where she feels all like, oh my god, I'm so powerful, how do I deal with this?
Precisely.
But you believe that her wants for the city are good and just.
I do. I trust her.
Alright.
However, with the Grey Hands, it is also important to remember that they are not the Watch. They are brought in when it is a dire situation, when it's something that the Watch cannot handle, when a lot of magic needs to be involved because a lot of them are mages. They are essentially the elite of the elite as far as mercenaries are concerned. They act in the better favor of the city, but they are allowed to do things that the Watch can. And Vajra is only one woman, and while she's essentially commander-in-chief of the Grey Hands, she cannot be in 1,000 places at once. And I have heard instances of Grey Hands going a bit too far in their crusades for justice. Because they have the authority to do whatever they want, essentially. But
So
overall, I trust them.
Are they all, so they're all like magic users? Do they all know each other?
Not all of them are magic users, but quite a few of them are.
So like if I just made up some identity, they're not all going to be like, who are you? You didn't join our club.
I need to practice more. Reyna!
Sir! What? Wow, that was a lot of... And then...
Whoa!
Do this. You have to do this.
It's how I do it.
He does it
It's
all
how
the
I
time.
feel comfortable.
Every time. It's a little excessive and a little long.
Hickory definitely thinks it's excessive.
Why are you all... Wait, do you all not like my little thing that I do?
Well, here's the
It's
thing.
not that I don't like it. It just, there's a level of eloquence that isn't there, which I'm sure you'll learn. But it's okay, and you don't need eloquence. It's
Ace,
fine.
I'm just worried, like, in the middle of battle, from a mechanical standpoint, you have 6 seconds to summon your bird, and that's how you do it.
You spent all of them
I can do it really fast.
Well, it's also like, it's not that subtle. Like, you know, like Bramble can fly around and be like invisible, and then you're like, and like, if you're in like a high stakes situation, you're just flapping around. Someone's gonna think you're having like a problem.
I don't know under what circumstances you think that I'm ever subtle in battle. I use a sword that's as big as Reyna.
Good
And
point.
it's a duck.
He's a good lad.
It is a duck. He's a good boy.
I can do... I mean, look, I can...
That's
I can
not
do
as.
it.
You know
It's
what?
not as fun, is it?
Do
It's
what
not
makes
as fun, is it?
do what makes your heart sing.
Okay, as long as you know how to do it the quick way, then that's better. Just in case. I'm just saying. I know. I'm just saying, just in case you absolutely need
Temperance
it.
was all like, feel it. Temperance was all like, feel it out. You know, it's different for everybody. And now it feels like, you know, well, this is how I do it.
Well, what if you feel like you have to like sing an opera to cast a spell? Like, are you gonna sing an opera like in the middle of like wherever?
That's a bard. A bard would do that sort of thing. I don't think that's going to...
Thank you.
Listen, I have a very specific flavor and variety of magic that I do, and I don't know how you look at a book and you can just suddenly like. I was no, it's just a lot. But I'm proud of you. Do what makes you happy.
Translation, wow, sir, I'm really impressed that you can just look at the book and learn how to do magic. Thank you, Tallice. I really appreciate you acknowledging my skills.
I mean, I went to the Feywild and got mine, but...
Well, we can't all just go to the Feywild to get our powers, can we?
Well, you could come with me.
I don't have any magic. I'm an outlier here.
You don't have any
Raynar, you're just
No.
a magical person in
No.
I was gonna say.
Everything about you is
I thought for
magical,
sure that you were
Rainy.
charming us.
You all are very charming. Thank
Yeah,
you.
your hair is magical.
I
How
was
do
thinking
you-
about cutting. He like pulls it down from his ponytail. I was thinking about cutting it actually.
What?
It's like long. He has really long hair,
I like
and
it
it's like a
long.
little wavy.
That's
I
so cute.
I
short?
see from the incredulous like short.
No.
No,
No,
Raynar,
it
you
looks
super hot
so
at the moment.
good.
Hey, hold on, man to man, because I also, have quite a good care for my hair. What about like just shaving the side?
Mm.
Oh,
See, I never thought about that one. Just giving it sort of a side shave.
Edgy.
I'll think on that.
I like that a lot. I second that motion.
See, there we go.
But it's like the best of both worlds.
All the young kids are doing it these days.
Are they?
You could get hair short like mine, like you could cut it right here and then we can match. Nova's hair's kind of like right around here, right? Sir, you get
Mine
a little bob
mine's
too, and
short
then
in the
we'll
back
do,
and
like-
long in the front.
Oh, you have like a reverse mullet.
I need to like get a shave and all that. So maybe we can all have a day for it.
I'm glad that we can transition so easily from talking about like dire situations of like gang fighting to what haircut Rainy should get in a second. I love that.
You know, when I was sitting, and he's like trying not to laugh, in the closet, covered in rotten fish and vinegar,
With no shoes.
With no
shoes on. I never thought that my rescuers would be somebody that I was sharing blondies and some wine with.
And when we
Best of both
decided
worlds.
to go on a drunken bender at the Yawning Portal and fight a troll, we never expected to run into you. Or fight a troll.
Or anything that happened after.
Or anything that's happened afterwards. Honestly, because I think deep down we all still just want to keep going on drunken benders.
I mean,
No.
that's fair, but life fucking happened, and then you
Life.
die.
Yep.
Life
Anyway.
fucking
Raynar.
happens and then you die. That just how it be, though.
God, that was dark. I don't know about any of you, but
Literally, the four of them are sitting. There's the beat of silence,
Wait.
and then the.
that's like really messed up. Unless I get stabbed, I'm gonna outlive all of you.
I believe that.
I'm only like 20 years old.
I don't know how old I am.
You could be so old, and I could live to be like.
Okay, well, hold
200.
on. I could hold on. I'm not that old. I know that. I mean, come on.
You're 20 years old.
Yeah.
Oh, you're so little.
Yeah.
He like squeezes her cheeks.
You're. Oh my god. Oh my god. Nova.
Yeah, but I'll look like this when I'm 40, and I'll probably still look like this when I'm 60, and then when I'm 80, I might start to look a little bit older.
Nova, how old are you?
My dad is like 400 years old.
24?
How long? To 24. I mean, I think that I'm like. I think I'm maybe the oldest out of at least you two.
I think you're. How can I roll to guess how old Sir is? Is this an insight check? Is this a medicine check?
I don't know, man. We'll call it an insight check.
8.
Can I try
You
and
can say
gauge?
whatever number you
I'm
want.
older than 8. There you go.
I think you're 69 years old.
Sexy.
Hang on.
I don't know. I mean, I don't. I mean, I don't have
23
any-
insight. How old are you? How old does he look?
You would guess that. Obviously, it's like you don't know for sure. There's no way for you to know for sure. You would guess probably between like 28 and 32, like late 20s, early 30s.
Okay. Yeah, you're probably older than us.
Out of character. No wonder I act like a fucking dad to you.
Wait, Raynar, how old are you?
Guess.
Is he still is he clean shaven or does he have?
No, he is not.
Okay.
I rolled a 13 insight.
Well, I'm gonna just I'm not gonna roll. I'm gonna just try and actually guess. We know what Raynar looks like.
I mean, I think Raynar's like probably 29.
I'll say that you're about 26.
25.
Tallice was the closest, at 28.
If this was The Price is Right, though, I'd win because you went over.
I don't know what the price is. Oh,
Fair.
Whatever.
What's The Price is Right?
What is that?
It's a game.
Have you
guys never played? Oh my god, the sailors used to play it all the time with the stuff that was coming off the ships. You would try to guess the value of what something is going to be selling for, but you couldn't guess above. You had to get as close as you can without going above. So technically, I would have won by those rules.
Well, we're not playing that. We're playing by the Three of Cups rules, which means anything goes.
The Three of Cups rules is drink more until you're right.
I can get behind that.
But yeah, how long do we live for?
1 billion years.
Oh, good, perfect.
I mean, comparable to human lifespan, maybe a little longer.
That's not
I mean, we
fair.
all know I'm
What's
going to
like-
die first.
What the shit?
Why are we talking about who's going to die first? This is horribly depressing.
Because of what you said. Because you said life fucking comes at you and then you die.
Then you die.
Yeah, you started it, Rainy.
That was just a statement about. It wasn't like a political statement or anything. It was just a statement.
We took it literally.
Listen.
That's not fair. I lost like 30 years of memories. That sucks.
Well, that's why you gotta go extra crazy right now so you can make it up.
I gotta go loco.
Sorry. Eli handed me dinner and my plate is running out.
Raynar, the soup is hot.
I'm sorry. I didn't think to not touch the butter on the bowl.
Well, no one's gonna die here. And the only listen, Erstal Floxen's definitely gonna die. Like, that's like number 1 on the list. And then probably Manchun, because I just don't like him. Or her. I don't know, but I don't want that person alive anymore because they're causing trouble. And then, like, I mean, Volo's an idiot, so Volo's probably gonna die.
Volo's like 3rd on the list?
No, not by me, just like in general. And Flute needs to be careful. Flute's an idiot. He's gonna get himself killed.
Is this
He
like a
already
hit list
almost
that we're
did.
making now at this point? That's what it feels like.
No, I think she's just trying to say who's going to die.
Well, the first 2 were a hit list, and then the other 2 were just like
Idiot list.
like that's just, you know.
I don't think anyone needs to die. I think we've had enough of that today.
Yeah, no more fireball explosions, no more getting stabbed. We're gonna smoke hookah, hotbox our entire house, get really drunk, and pass out in this lovely pile of pillows.
Raynar, you should... I know that you have a very nice house, but would you want to stay for the night, overnight?
Sure. I probably should not be walking home this drunk anyway.
No, we don't want you to get kidnapped again.
I would really prefer not to be.
We'll save you again. It's fine.
What if you're like out walking one night, we kidnap you, and it's like a good kidnapping?
The kidnapping of love.
It probably started me a little bit first. I think any like feign, like I think I'm a bit traumatized.
Oh no.
Lady. We will take care of you, because you've
say
taken
that
very
as-
good care of us.
Yeah, you say that as if, you couldn't just flick your wrist with your blade and turn them into Swiss cheese, whatever Swiss cheese
I'm not
is.
that skilled with my blade.
Really?
What are you skilled with?
He's skilled with the blade.
Am I
He's
listing
skilled
my,
with the blade.
my qualifications now? It's a job interview.
No,
Wait,
just,
Nova, can't you
Nova,
just
you
find
can
out?
just know.
Nova, can't you just like
well,
find
that's
out?
why I
Just,
thought I'd ask.
Poke him, do it!
I can use a rapier. Are we talking like actual tools or just like in general?
Just what
I'm
do you
wondering,
consider
like-
yourself good at?
I am a very good swordsman. That's something
Mhm.
that growing up in a noble home, it's not. It's not uncommon for children that grow up in homes like that to be formally trained in things like fencing,
Ooh.
which is kind of where my swordsmanship comes from. I did actually compete when I was younger in competitions and stuff. I paint.
Oh,
He can, so
he's so multi-talented.
very multi-talented. I mean, I was going to say that I love a man that can handle a sword. But a man that can handle a sword and a paintbrush is doubly
Um,
interesting.
he does make the face I just.
I think we all do. We're all just like,
Yes, and
Hey.
I
Do you,
practiced
you
fencing
two want a
before.
second? No, should Nova and I like go downstairs? You need a minute.
No, you're
No,
fine.
I think that there's just too much wine.
Just
Yeah.
like last time, there was too much wine, and he
There
kind of
was-
just.
You.
So did you win any competitions?
I won plenty, actually. I held that title actually for many years.
What made
What
you
some noble ass.
What made you stop?
And my father, and everything that he
Oh.
did.
And
And
you
my
haven't
father's
done
not
it
a good man.
since?
No, well, I mean I use my sword just frequently, just because.
But
of
you don't
the
compete
nature of
anymore.
No, I don't compete anymore. And using my weapon the way that I do now, fencing, just for competition.
Mm. I've done fencing, but I wasn't very good at it. Definitely not competition level.
What?
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 I just practice.
Nova. We really need to have a conversation about like who are you? You're just
are
this,
you?
like, you're like this dreamy horse girl who can like
Wait!
swing a sword.
Why am I a horse girl?
You're kind of a horse girl.
You're a horse girl.
Okay, I'm a little bit of a horse girl.
Thank you.
Rubbing shoulders with nobles and fencing and who are you?
I'm Nova. Nice to meet you.
Yeah, we'll see about that. I'll dreamwalk you.
That would be really cool if you could.
Yeah, pretty crazy. Thanks for coming to hang out, Raynar.
Of course. I was going
feel
to check
like-
on you anyways.
I was so wound up after we left that house. I feel a lot better now.
This
I'm
is
glad you do. I was really worried about you, Tallice. I just put
Yeah,
my
so
head in
you-
Tallice's lap.
Okay.
I pet her hair.
Okay. Is there anything else that you guys would like to talk to Raynar about?
I take the bottle and I reach my arm around his back to fill his cup with it, but then leave my arm.
Around Rainy?
Yes.
He's pretty tipsy. He stays there.
Yeah. If the girls are gonna get snuggly, the boys are gonna get
Wait,
snuggly.
no, Chel went robotic. What did you say about him?
He leaves it. He lets it happen.
He kind of like leans into the crook of his arm. He's tipsy.
I'll put my legs in Ace's lap, so I'm like sprawled out.
Okay. I actually think that is a very good place to end for the evening.
Yeah.
That was good, y'all.
Hell
was
yeah. Hell cute.
Give your
Oh,
D&D
yeah.
character mental health days.
They need it, guys.
All right. Any closing remarks?
Don't forget to check out littledragoncorp.com. Use the coupon code PROBONUS to get 10% off of your order, and the schedule's in the chat. We got games every night. Go check them out.
Hell yeah,
Oh,
come hang out tomorrow night with Mystic Hour to play some Final Fantasy VII demo for some hot cloud action. Hell yeah, I'm so excited.
And this episode's middle fingers from the party go to Harabiz, the lady of the Grauhoon family, and Erstel.
Yeah.
I'm gonna start doing that. I'm going to assign the party middle fingers to NPCs.
Okay.
Can we have party like smooches too for like the good boys and girls?
Raynar and Tempe.
Hell yeah.
Oh yeah.
Davil doesn't get a smooch.
Yeah, he does, but not from the party.
Fair.
He gets a
Okay.
deceitful smooch.
Well, when you're in a house full of noble people who you're extremely suspicious of, and you're trying to figure out how to find information, make sure you add your proficiency bonus.
Hell yeah.
I'll see you guys next week, everybody.
Okay, love you, bye.